Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball.
And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys in the stream, being a part here once again on the channel tonight. And here we go, Eastern Conference Finals, game number 1, starting off in a couple minutes from now here, as we are about to get rolling into this matchup. The Miami Heat on the road taking on the Boston Celtics for first game of the series. This is a Eastern Conference Finals rematch from the bubble in 2020 and also last year from 2022. And here they are once again, both teams meeting up. The Heat, the number 8 seed, miraculous run Miami has had, knocking off the Bucks, the number 1 seed, in 5 games in the first round, and then winning in 6 over the Knicks. Celtics took them longer, as they were a roller coaster in the last series. They won in 6 over the Hawks in the first round, and took them 7, as they had to beat Philadelphia Game 7 on Sunday. Jason Tatum, an incredible 51-point performance for JT, the highest in Game 7 history of the NBA playoffs. Both of these teams split the regular season series 2-2. 3 of those 4 games determined by 7 points or fewer. This is going to be a great series. Lupe, Mario, Marcus, Edith, Rogelio, Alex, welcome everybody being a part here on the channel tonight. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics come in 8.5-point favorites on the line for this matchup. 212.5 the over-under for tonight's game here. But Boston has lost both of the game 1s in the previous 2 times that they have faced against the Heat. Back in last year in 2020 out in the bubble. Heat took both of those games in game number 1. The Heat coming in with much more rest. They last played on Friday, beating the Knicks in 6, where the Celtics had 2 more days later. They finished up their games as Boston played that game 7 against Philadelphia on Sunday. I got Denver out of the Western Conference. Yeah, my prediction I had before the playoffs was actually Celtics Nuggets, so we'll see if that happens. Great start for Denver, but Lakers have the momentum going into game number 2. The Lakers were down by 21 yesterday, and they came from behind. They put themselves within 3. LeBron had a 3-point shot to tie it. Couldn't make the 3. But, yeah, that loss by the Lakers, they should actually feel pretty confident how they finished off that game, how they were able to crack the code on Denver and start to score. Austin Reeves really came alive last night in that 4th quarter. Charliso, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in once again. Jason Tatum in the season series against the Heat, he averaged above 30 points per game. He had 49 points in game number 2. Jaylen Brown, he was huge too. He averaged above 30 points per game in the season series. Shot the ball at an insane percentage, over 57% from the floor by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown last year had a major game against the Heat in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Brown did not play in the 4th game of the regular season, but he had 28, 26, and 37 in the 3 games that these 2 teams faced each other. Celtics won 111-104 back on October 21st. Celtics won once again on November 30th, 134-121. The Heat won the last 2 games of the regular season, though, 120-116 in overtime, and then a game that Jimmy Butler did not play. Jaylen Brown did not play in either. The Celtics were up, and then they choked in a big one and lost against the Heat 98-95 on January 24th. So, yeah, both of these teams haven't seen each other in almost a 4-month span right now. Last time meeting in late January. Michelangelo, Andres, Jameson, glad to have you guys join in, be a part of the stream today for this one here. Bam Adebayo, he was key in the Heat's games against the Celtics. He averaged around 25 points per game. Jimmy Butler had a double-double he averaged against Boston in the regular season. 21.5 points per game, 11 rebounds per game for Butler. That was the highest rebound total out of like any team that he faced this year. And going into this matchup for today, a lot of big keys jump out at Boston, but biggest one has to be gotta make sure that you limit the turnovers in this game, because that was the issue last year against the Heat. The Heat would score multiple points off turnovers in that playoff series last year against the Celtics. That's the big key. Got to limit the turnovers, number one. Limit those fast break opportunities for the Heat to have. And then got to get consistent defense for the Celtics, because that was a problem in the Philadelphia series. Also against the Hawks as well. Just couldn't lock down and play consistent defense. And a lot of pick and roll action you should see in this game with Bam Adebayo, the player that's going to be rolling down a lot, taking a lot of mid-range shots, and that's what crushed the Celtics. Last two times these teams met up back in January 24th, Bam Adebayo, fourth quarter, started to be more aggressive, started to come alive off the pick and roll, really was able to receive a lot of pocket passes in the fourth quarter, take the mid-range shots, and knock them down as he came alive in that fourth quarter game. And just basically telling story about the Celtics defense. Going to come out, bring the physicality. Boston, 6-0 record when allowing their opponents to score 106 points or less. They're only 2-5, though, in the playoffs when allowing opponents to 115 points or greater for Boston. So, yeah, it's been a problem. You got to get on the right foot here for the Celtics, because the Heat on their home floor have been solid throughout this playoffs, and the Celtics have to start it right, have to learn from their mistakes previous to this, because they have been struggling in home games throughout this playoffs for the Celtics. It's just been a roller coaster of a playoffs here, and they keep on playing down to the competition, and today you got to carry you through that game 7 and get you through this one for the victory. We shall see. Yeah, Celtics actually, we'll see about Kevin Love in this matchup here, because Kevin Love went to the Heat at the trade deadline. So this is the first time that the Celtics get a look at Kevin Love playing today for Miami. A big key here for the Heat is if they're able to make their threes, good things are going to happen for Miami in this series. They were drilling threes left and right against the Bucks. They eliminated Milwaukee in 5 because they shot the ball 45% from three-point range in that series. They made 77 total threes out of 171 total attempts. They averaged above 15 threes per game, and this is quite wild because the Heat were ranked at 27th this year in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage, 30th in the NBA in scoring, and all of that started to come alive. Right now, they're 5th in the NBA playoffs in points scored per game, also 5th in three-point shooting percentage for the Heat. So their threes have really been able to come alive. They did struggle much more, though, against the Knicks in that series. Shot the ball just 30.5%. But if they can get these guys going, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, he had a 17-point game against the Knicks. Caleb Martin, he had a 22-point game against the Knicks. Gabe Vincent, he had 21 and 20 against the Knicks. If those guys start to get going, watch out, because the Celtics' perimeter defense, it has been inconsistent at times. No, I don't believe so. So, yeah, Tyler Hero, I believe he's going to be out for this whole series. But if the Heat make it to the finals, from what I heard previous, I think he might be available at the start of June. So this playoff series goes to late May. I believe Tyler Hero is just going to miss the cut for that. But, yeah, if the Heat make it out of this playoff series, he might be available for the finals. What's good, everybody? Andrew, Daniel, Marco, Miss Boosound, Coleridge. Welcome back in, everybody, being a part here on the stream today. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Dave, welcome back in, man. Yeah, so different stream setup. I'm actually in my living room. My family wanted to watch the game with me tonight, so we might have a special guest coming on the stream with one of the little guys that I haven't shown to the channel in quite a bit of time. We might show the little guy in a little bit from now. That little guy that I have reminded me of Jason Tatum, stuck in his shell first 3 quarters of game number 6, and then final 5 minutes of the game finally comes alive for the little guy, creeps right out of his shell, and then saves the team in the game 6 and then goes off in the game 7 for 51. Jimmy Butler, he is ready for this one tonight. Heat go with the maroon jerseys. White numbers, white letters, black outline. Celtics going to go in the white jerseys tonight. Green numbers, green letters for this matchup. As we're going to get started here in just a moment. Starting 5 looks like this for the Miami Heat. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo, and then Celtics starters tonight, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Rob Williams. Rod, Felipe, Joey, welcome back in, guys. Third time that these two teams have met up in the Eastern Conference Finals within a 3-year span. It's going to be a phenomenal series here. Should be a great one as we're about to get ready to get going here and start off Game 7 at the TD Garden in Boston. Celtics right to left in the floor, Heat left to right. Rob Williams, Bam Adebayo going to go up for the opening tip. And we are underway as Boston controls the opening tip. Jaylen Brown, first possession. Moves it out to the top to Tatum. Tatum swings it out, left corner 3. Brown up in the air off the catch, had a good look, missed off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, Rob Williams offensive rebound. Outside finds Horford. Out to the top over to Tatum. Tatum drives downhill right to the rim. Missed the open layup, no good though, and the Heat come up with the basketball. Adebayo gets the rebound flung to him. Miami has it. Look at the push at Adebayo inside the key. Adebayo kick out to the corner. Strus had an opening, but Adebayo decided not to lay it up. Gabe Vincent dribbles inside the key. Swings it out left corner, and that's a turnover. In and out of the hands of Kevin Love. Turnover. So you have Butterfingers right there at the left corner. We'll go back to the Celtics. Harry, welcome in. Yeah, he's doing well. He's going to appear in the stream in a little bit for you guys. Hockey from home, welcome in. Mountain Man, Joe, welcome on board, everybody. 45 seconds into the game. Celtics second possession. Horford takes a 3 straight away. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed 3. Rebound controlled by Adebayo. Bam backs his way to the free throw circle. Adebayo working his way inside the key on Brown. Adebayo up fake. Right past Brown. And Horford contested late, but he scores up and in through for 2. The Heat respond first with Bam. 4 games he played in the regular season, averaged 25 points per game. Jaylen Brown dribbles up to the right elbow, rises for the JB. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Love of Miami. So slow start so far for Boston in this one, but we still got a long way to go here. Adebayo at the free throw circle, passes outside to Love, lobs it over to Bam. Bam at the right elbow, up fake on Rob Williams, takes the jumper, 15-footer off the back rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Tatum. A lot of nerves so far in this one with a lot of bricks. Smart dribbles up to the left elbow. Smart inside the key. Smart floats it up. Smart off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Rob Williams put back. He's got it. On the board. That's good. Rob Williams first one to score today with a putback. 10 minutes left to go in the first. Slow start here. 2-2. 2 minutes through. Jimmy Butler guarded by Horford at the right wing. Butler with 8 on the shot clock, working on the Horford. Switch now, guarded by Rob Williams. Butler dribbles into the key. Takes the mid-range jumper. Swoosh. Jimmy Butler for 2. Celtics looking for a response back. 9:40 left to go in the first. Jaylen Brown attacks inside the paint. Finds an opening. Floats it up. He scores. That is good by JB. Jaylen Brown finding his way this season, averaging above 30 points per game against the Heat. The 3 games that he has played. Miami with possession. Butler at the left wing, defended by Tatum. Hands it off to Strus. Bounce pass over to Butler. Great start for both of these teams. Even turned into a defensive battle. Butler turn around mid-range. Off the front and no good. Tipped up to Horford for the defensive rebound. Celtics with it. Tatum up the floor. Tatum attacks right to the paint. No good. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Rob Williams does it once again. He scores. Another putback by Big Rob. It's the Celtics up 6-4. Going with that 2 big starting lineup. That's what completely changed the series against Philadelphia. Had the Celtics taking Game 6 and Game 7. Lob down low. Kevin Love bounce pass Adebayo. Adebayo double team. Floats it up over Brown. Got it. 6-6. Ralph, welcome back in. Jeffrey, Uncle Pizzle, Kenny, welcome to the stream, guys. Smart, bounce pass, no look, throwing it down two-handed, flushed by Rob Williams. He has been the MVP so far for the Time Lord. 6 out of the 8 points coming from number 44 in white and green tonight. Great development to see. Rob Williams not known as a go-to scorer, but already 6 points so far in the first 3.5 plus minutes. As we have a whistle here, first foul picked up on the floor. The clock will stop with under 8:20. That's a great no-look pass off the bounce pass by Marcus Smart inside the key over to Rob Williams. 8:19 remaining. Heat get the inbounds. Kevin Love, bounce pass over to Bam, intercepted. Horford comes off the roll down, picks it off, pass ahead of the pack. Jason Tatum throws it down, two-handed flush behind the defense. Celtics lead 10-6. That's going to get the fans going in this one. Vincent, bounce pass, Adebayo, got it for 2. Bam having a strong start so far today. Adebayo 6 of the 8. As we're under 8 minutes remaining in the first. 6 points by Rob Williams, 2 each by Brown and Tatum. Missed jumper by the Celtics up the floor. Rebound control for the Heat. We shall see. Top of the key. Catch and fire 3. Vincent drills it. The Heat take the lead right back 11-10. Seven and a half left to go in the first. Jumper, baseline, Big Al Horford. Missed off the back rim, no good. Rebound control by Adebayo. Bam takes it up the floor. Bam guarded by Jaylen Brown inside the key. Bam floats it up and gets fouled by Brown. The clock will stop with under 8 minutes. So 2 quick personal fouls committed so far by Boston. 1 each now by Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. Yeah, we shall see. This is only game number 1, so ain't gonna get the tissues out for game number 1 of the series. Inbound here from Miami. 7:10 left to play in the first. Butler dribbles up to the free throw circle. Butler inside over Rob Williams and gets fouled. So Rob Williams picks up the personal. This will send Jimmy Butler to the free throw line shooting 2. First free throws tonight. 7:03 left to play. Hey, what's good? Logan on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Hey, Black Sheep Ministry. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it for joining in. Ward, welcome back in, bud. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Miami. First one's good by Butler. Heat taking control of this one right now through their defense with a 2-point lead. The Celtics quite tough to knock down shots so far. Top 3-point shooting team in the NBA playoffs at just under 40% from the perimeter. Tonight, though, with a rough start, 0 for 3 from the outside, but still got a long way to go. 5 minutes through this game so far. 7 minutes left to play in the first. Both of the shots were good at the line by Butler. Celtics with the ball. Brown at the left wing. Brown dribbles inside the key. Jaylen Brown, turn around mid-range. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound control by Adebayo. Bam leaving a great mark so far in action. Bam, spin move inside the key. Bam floats up a tough shot. No good off the top of the glass. Rebound control by Tatum. Here goes Jason up the floor. Finds Brogdon off the bench. Takes the 3. Zips it through. That's good. We're even 13-13. 6th man of the year, Malcolm Brogdon on the board with a triple. First 3 made of tonight for Boston. 6:20 remaining in the first, yet to reach a timeout so far in this one. Inside the key, Butler slices defenders with a layup. He scores with a left hand up and in. Rocky, welcome in. Neil, thanks so much for joining in again from TNT. Smart moves it outside of Tatum. Tatum off the catch, takes the 3. Got it. Able to roll in. That drops down for JT. Celtics by 1. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Far side of the floor, we have a foul. So Tatum knocks down Butler. Celtics with 4 personal fouls now in this game. As a team, 1 each by Tatum, Rob Williams, Smart, and Brown. And we'll take the first time out on the floor. Celtics by 1. Back and forth we go in the first quarter. 16-15, Boston leads. Wow, what a start to the series, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well here. Anthony, welcome back in. Glad to have you join in. Yeah, I'm in my living room today with my family watching this game since it's a Celtics game. We might have a visitor come on board coming up here. So little visitor might be resembling Jason Tatum from his last playoffs. We'll see if the little visitor is woken up. Yeah, looks like he's woken up, so he's not first quarter Jason Tatum in the Philadelphia series for the most part. He is looking like Game 7 ready Jason Tatum right here. Here's our little visitor. Tops the tortoise. He is quite active right now, moving his feet. So this is my pet tortoise. His name is Tops. Say hello to Tops, everybody. And looks like he could be the new team mascot. What a good man right there. Well, you're right up to the camera. There you go, buddy. There's Mr. Tops the tortoise. Great pet tortoise. Black Sheep with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, bud. Really appreciate it. David, welcome back in the stream here, man. Sister Surround, welcome back in. So, Sister Surround finally gets to see Tops the tortoise. Is the wife coming to visit, Mario says. Not yet the wife, still my girlfriend, but not today. She was working up in Boston today. I told her that it's best to park at the place because sometimes she takes the train in from North Station. Sometimes she parks there. I told her that today would be a good day to park at the place that she works at because North Station is going to be packed for the Celtics game. Even more so, I told her Friday because Friday is going to be a massive day for like things going on around like Boston or like Boston metro area. They get the Celtics game going at the same time as the Taylor Swift concert at Gillette. And then there's also another concert at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield. So there's two concerts going on. Taylor Swift concert, from what I heard, is just crazy. The tickets sold out in a matter of like minutes for that concert because they're at Gillette on Friday. And then Celtics game 2 on Friday night at the same time as well. Mario, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Good morning out to you guys overseas right now internationally. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. Luis in the channel. Yep, that's the visitor tortoise. Tops the tortoise. Warren with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, Warren. You're the legend, brother. Celtics in 4 feeling. That'd be incredible, man. I feel like it's going to be stretched out quite a bit more, knowing how the other 2 series went for Boston, but that would be incredible if they're dialed in like that. So we're going to come back to action here out of the timeout. 5:55 left to play in the first. Celtics by 1. Labrito, welcome back in. Heat get the inbound left to right in the floor for Miami. Butler on the floor with Adebayo, Kevin Love, Max Strus. That jumper goes down. Jimmy Butler, deep 2 at the baseline. So the Heat take the lead again, 17-16. Celtics 5 on the floor. Marcus Smart, Rob Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Brogdon has it the left corner. Brogdon, his shots, and that one goes down. That's a 3 at the left corner there by Malcolm Brogdon. Celtics recapture the lead, 19-17. Malcolm Brogdon, 2 quick threes for him with 6 points so far. Butler, inside the key, moves it out right wing. Vincent turns the corner. Vincent at the left baseline, working on Brogdon. Vincent floats it up. Vincent gets fouled. Knocked down hard by Brogdon. Clock will stop with 5:11. He was born in 2015, so, yeah, so now so he is almost 8 years old, believe it or not, for our pet tortoise. So he is almost 8 years old. He came in so he was tiny when he came in. He came in a package through the Arizona Tortoise Company that he came in. He was shipped via mail in a package. He took a flight and he was in a package for hours, all the way across the country. First shot good at the free throw line for Gabe Vincent. Sister Surround with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it. Legends on the channel. Second shot's good. 19-19, approaching 5 minutes left to go in the first. Celtics with the ball. Smart. Bounce pass over to Rob Williams. Down low, it goes over to Smart. Bounce pass right corner. Brogdon floats up the runner at the baseline. Missed off the side of the rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin towards his left, hands it off to Vincent. Passes back outside to Butler. Butler on the floor with Strus as well. Butler, 10 on the shot clock, accelerates downhill inside the key. Kick out left corner. Wide open three, Miami for the lead. They got it. Caleb Martin sinks the three at the left corner. Heat take the 3-point lead. 4:30 remaining in the first. Great game so far. Brogdon bounce pass. Missed the mark though, but deflected out of bounds by Adebayo. So Boston catches a break right there. That pass was a little bit too wide to Rob Williams, but Adebayo touched it as it was going out of bounds towards the baseline. Both of these teams right from the start even with each other right now. Celtics were struggling early on from three, finally able to get shots to drop down. Been a good defensive battle so far. Brown, spin move off the back rim, no good. Tip-in goes down though by Boston. Jaylen Brown. Yeah, they're going to give him the tip-in right there. So they will give him the tip-in. Looked like the Heat, there were two defenders there for the Heat. It seemed like it was more off Miami than it was for Jaylen Brown, but he gets awarded with a tip-in. Butler, his pass in the key, intercepted, stolen away. Smart comes up with a steal. Brown, numbers out, transition, 3-on-2, shovels. Brogdon downhill and bumped into and fouled. Clock will stop with 4 minutes. Savage with a dono. Thanks so much for the dono, bud. Really appreciate it. Guys, incredible on the channel. Celtics with a chance to take the lead. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Kyle Lowry checks onto the floor first time tonight. And they're showing the three-point shooting difference. This Heat team last year was a top 6 team in the NBA in three-point shooting. This season, 27th in the NBA in three-point shooting. But they were great in the Bucks series, though. As Marcus Smart attacks inside the key. Smart contacted and fouled. So Smart will shoot 2 at the free throw line now as he gets the backside defense there. That is Cody Zeller, who picks up the blocking foul. Justin Element, welcome to the stream, guys. Smart with a chance to tie. 3:55 left to go in the first. What a start tonight in this game. First one rolls in. In a pretty quick first quarter. Second shot right down the middle. Celtics take the lead. Multiple lead changes so far in game number 1 of the series. Heat looking to respond right back. This is totally different from yesterday's game between Denver and the Lakers, where the Lakers trailed by 21. They came back winning 3. Had a chance to tie, but LeBron couldn't make the 3. Missed shot. Miami comes out with an offensive rebound. Butler, baseline J, got it. 2 points right there off the second chancers for Jimmy Butler. Celtics looking to respond. Smart at the left wing, lobs it down low. Jaylen Brown is position. He scores behind the defense, up and it off the backboard. Celtics with a 1-point lead right back. 3:15 left to play in the first. Heat with a possession. Butler at the left wing. Butler dribbles up inside the key. Floats up the shot. No good. Missed around the rim and out. Zeller offensive rebound. Second possession with an offensive rebound from Miami. Passes left corner. Jab step 3 on its way. Martin halfway down, no good. Rebound controlled by Jaylen Brown. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Brown gives it away though. Stole away by Martin. Accelerates to the rim. Caleb Martin scores up and in off the glass. Costly turnover right there by Jaylen Brown. Caleb Martin responds with a 2. He makes off the turnover. And the Heat take the lead right back. 26-25. We have a timeout on the floor. 2:51 left to play as Boston burns a timeout. Wow, what a start in this game so far. We have gone constantly back and forth throughout the course of tonight's game. Just the first quarter. Still a long way left to go tonight in action. Shocking here. The Celtics have to tighten it up defensively because the Heat are making just under 63% of their shots. This is not a good sign for Boston more so. The Heat were at the bottom of the NBA this season in scoring, known for their defense. And just a large number right now that they made their shots. 10 for 16. Boston just 10 for 22 so far in today's game. Celtics have made 1 3 greater right now than the Heat. That was the first turnover of the night for Boston, and Miami made them pay. Scored the 2 points off the turnover. What's good, George, in the stream? Welcome in. Lupe. Glad to have you guys back at the stream here tonight. We got 200 plus watching. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Celtics gotta make adjustments in the defensive glass. They've got out hustled past couple plays, leading to buckets lately by the Heat off second chance points. Yeah, maybe we'll have our guests come back around halftime or so. Hopefully, the man who was in the tortoise shell for most of the series against Philadelphia can come out and take over this game. Jason Tatum so far, 5 points for him. Nobody's been able to take over this game for Boston yet. Been a couple key players, though. 6 points each by Rob Williams. He was great in the first couple minutes. Had two putback shots he made. He's a perfect 3 for 3 by Rob Williams. 6 points by Jaylen Brown. And then 6 points by Malcolm Brogdon, making 2 threes. And Tatum's got 5. Smart's got 2 so far. Derek White's played 2 minutes, yet to score. Al Horford yet to score so far, 0 for 2 shooting. But he was huge in that Philadelphia series for Al Horford defensively, locking down Joel Embiid. Jimmy Butler right now, he's the top player in this game. 10-point score by Butler, 4 for 7 shooting. And Bam Adebayo really set the tone early on. He's got 6 points by Bam so far. 5 each by Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin. Celtics are like the tortoise. Jason Tatum, how he played against Philadelphia. I would compare him to my tortoise. Stuck in the shell for the first 3 quarters of game number 6, and then comes out for the final 5 minutes and just rips down a bunch of threes to close out the game and take game 6. Once the little guy starts to get going, he gets going. And right now he is certainly active and walking around. He's not crunched in his shell right now. Boston, coming back from the timeout, just took the lead with a made jumper. So the Celtics up by 1, 27-26, 2:15 remaining in the first. Tatum with the ball off the rebound, moves it out left wing. Brogdon takes the 3. No good. Miss rim short. White saves it though. Pass over to Brogdon inside to keep. Brogdon saves it, but moved it back outside to a turnover. Butler comes out with a steal. Butler with 10 so far will slow it down for the Heat. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Back and forth, back and forth. Butler looking to take the lead once again for Miami. Peyton Pritchard out there receiving minutes. He is guarding Butler at the left elbow, doing a great job clamping all over him. Pritchard guarding Butler for the shot clock. Butler, jumper, step back over Pritchard, got it. That's a tough shot right there by Jimmy Butler over Peyton Pritchard. And Peyton Pritchard getting some minutes here in game 1. 1:30 left to go in the first. Horford at the top, hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles towards his left around the perimeter, moves it outside to Brogdon. Also on the floor with Derek White and Jason Tatum. Brogdon down to 8 on the shot clock. Brogdon double teamed. Outside goes to Horford. Up fake. Horford past one defender. Kick out to the corner. Tatum. Step back 3 in the air. Tatum off the front rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Hauled in by Zeller of Miami. 1:10 left to go in the first. Tatum with just 5 so far in this game. Kyle Lowry inside the key. That's an offensive foul. Cody Zeller, illegal screen. So it's going to go right back to the Celtics. Yeah, that's solid defense right there by Peyton Pritchard. You're just going up against playoff Jimmy in this case. Playoff Jimmy reminding everybody why he's back. 2023 playoffs averaging 31.1 points per game. Celtics with the ball. 1 minute left to go in the first. Brogdon sends it out to his left into the hands to White, top of the key. White takes the 3 straight away. White puts it through. That's good. Celtics take the lead. Derek White on the board. First made 3 tonight. 53 seconds left to go. A great one so far. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 30-28. back and forth, back and forth. I wish I had the stat with how many lead changes there's been, because there's been a ton. I get my stats over on ESPN.com. Unfortunately, they don't have like any of the lead change statistics over there, but I bet like another website has them. Mid-range, Butler, no good off the back rim. Rebound collected by Tatum. 35 seconds left to go in the first. Shot clock differential between 14 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Tatum lost it. Turnover. Here goes the Heat. Caleb Martin attacking inside the paint. Over Horford, no good. Great contest by Horford as White comes out with a defensive rebound. 20 seconds left to go. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock at the end of the first. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo. Game clock down to 11. Shot clock down to 10. White guarded at the edge of the midcourt logo by Butler. Bounce pass right wing. Tatum, 5 seconds. Moves it out right corner. Peyton Pritchard with a three. Missed off the side of the rim. No good, and a pretty good look. And a half-court shot by Kyle Lowry sails off the top of the backboard, and we close out through the end of the first. What a game. 30-28 to score. Multiple lead changes in the first quarter. Both of these teams playing their hearts out right now. Right in this one so far. Incredible start. Can't even say it's like bad defense that the Celtics have had so far. It's just great shot making by the Heat, especially Jimmy Butler hitting down a lot of tough baseline jumpers contested in that first quarter to have his team give him a chance in this game. Jimmy Butler right now 12 points to 28, leading the way for Miami. He's 5 for 9 shooting, scoring over a point a minute in that first quarter. He scored 12 points in 11 minutes that he has played on the floor. And for the Celtics right now, great stuff has happened off the bench. Malcolm Brogdon making 2 threes. Derek White's made a 3. Their threes started to drop after a slow start. They started off 0 for 3 from three-point range ever since. For the Celtics, though, they have shot the ball ever since 4 for 6 from the perimeter right now. 4 for 9 total from three-point range at 44%. And 7 by Tatum. 6 each by Rob Williams. He was great early on. 6 by Malcolm Brogdon from the bench. He has been key on a couple big threes. 6 by Jaylen Brown. Had a solid finish at the rim behind the defense. And then a 3 made by Derek White late with under a minute left to go in the quarter. So yeah, it's been really close, really competitive so far. 3 Self, welcome in. Yep, playoff Jimmy, reminding everybody that he is back. Latin Beauty, welcome in. Yeah, Butler's numbers are insane. So the series that he played against Milwaukee in the first round, he was scoring above 37 points per game in that series. He shot the ball, this is what's crazy, he shot the ball over 44% from 3. Jimmy Butler, not known really to like be a 3-point shooter, but he shot over 44% in the Bucks series. He almost shot 60% against Milwaukee in the first round. And then in the second round, his numbers dropped off. He averaged around 24.6 points per game. His numbers dropped to only 43% from the floor and only 11% from 3, which is rough there for Butler in the last series. But it was against the Knicks defense. I mean, the Knicks defense hangs their hats on the defensive side of the floor. Milwaukee, known for their scoring, they surrender a ton of points for the Bucks. But what's scary is if Butler gets back to that level that he was playing at against the Bucks. That's what's scary if he gets back to that type of level, because he had trailed off in the next series, but that's where like other players stepped up. That's where like Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin all stepped up, and those guys had games with double figures scoring around like 10 to 15 points for a lot of those guys. So all depends on like who steps up in this game. Celtics gotta right now, it's the key for them's been able to make their threes, which is huge for Boston, because they've been the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA playoffs, and that's huge lately. They started off struggling, and now they've taken a 2-point lead because they've been able to knock down their shots. And good production so far by Brogdon and White from the bench. We start off the second quarter. Jumper, 2-point shot, good. Kyle Lowry makes it at the free throw circle, even 30-30. Hey, there we go. Target brand candy right there for Aladdin Beauty. Verdon, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Malcolm Brogdon. He's on the floor with Jason Tatum, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and Rob Williams. Brogdon at the left wing, dribbles up inside the key, floats up the shot, got contacted and fouled on the leaner. So Malcolm Brogdon will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. Clock will stop at 11:24. And they're going to get Gabe Vincent on the foul call. So Brogdon will shoot 2. We've got 250 plus. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part of the channel here. What should be a great Eastern Conference Finals ahead. First free throw made by Brogdon. Great start for him. He's up to 7 points now, tied for the top score with Tatum. Hey, glad to... Best of luck there for Mario. Enjoy your dinner, man. Second one's good. So Brogdon now the top point scorer for Boston. 8 total points by Malcolm Brogdon. 11:15 left to go in the second. Butler goes over to Adebayo. Windmill dunk. He soars up, but there was a foul committed before. The Celtics. Actually, yeah, Butler right now is on the bench. That was that Caleb Martin, I think, who passed it to him. A lot of players got headbands on this team. Yeah. Or Gabe Vincent, the one who passed it to him. He's on the floor with Martineau. Adebayo rises for the jumper. Got it from the mid-range shot. 32-32. So Butler starts off the second quarter on the bench. Tatum on the floor with Brogdon, Rob Williams, Peyton Pritchard, and Derek White. Tatum to the rim, scores. Left-handed layup. Martin swings it out to the left wing. Here's a 3, Miami for the lead. Swoosh. Nothing but net right there by Kyle Lowry. Back and forth we go. 10.5 left to go before halftime. Brogdon floats to the shot, looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. Rebound control for the Heat. Up the floor quickly. Lowry again. Got another one. Oh, man. Kyle Lowry starting to get going. He had a huge game in the play-in for Kyle Lowry. He's got 8 points. Back-to-back quick threes. White missed a 3, and the Celtics go cold. Rebound Miami. Miami by 4. Kyle Lowry the hot hand. It's guarded by Peyton Pritchard. 10 minutes left to play in the second as we approach the mark. Kyle Lowry dribbles towards his left. Lobs it down low. Adebayo. Double team. Lost it. Turnover. Here comes the Celtics with the basketball. Boston up the floor. Brogdon top of the key. Stops. Moves it out to his right into the hands to Tatum. Tatum bounce pass. Right quarter. Derek White backs his way inside the low post on Duncan Robinson. And White swings it out on top over to Brogdon. Brogdon drives, accelerates, floats it up. Got it to drop. It's good for 2. Malcolm Brogdon with a layup. Celtics draw within 2. ETB, Renalfo, welcome on, everybody. Nick on the stream. Renato, welcome on board. Everybody being a part of the stream tonight. Been a great game so far. Malcolm Brogdon, he's been key so far in this game for the Celtics. 6th man of the year, really stepping up here in the first half. Malcolm Brogdon, first one to double figures now with 10 points. $9:32 left to go in the second. It's going to send Bam Adebayo to the free throw line coming up shooting 2. The first one he missed off the mark. Aiden, welcome in. Jojo, glad to have you back in the stream, everybody, tonight. If you're new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 9:32 left to go before halftime. Bam Adebayo. He'll have a second free throw coming up here at the line. Been extremely even in this game. Great sign to see the Celtics not turning it over that much right now in this game. Second free throw is good. It's just nobody's been able to really take over the game. It's been a lot of balance so far today, where Jimmy Butler was able to take over quite a bit in the first quarter. Derek White at the top of the key. Moves it out to his right to Brogdon. Brogdon top scorer with 10 points for Boston. Brogdon sends it out to the top to White. Up fake. 8 on the shot clock. White floats the pass out right corner. Brogdon moves it on top. Tatum takes the 3 straight away. Tatum no good. Stuck at the front rim and the rebound control for the Heat. Adebayo up the floor. Finds Robinson off the Bam. Kick out right corner. Martin pass out to the corner. Got deflected and hit the baseline. So it's going to stay Heat ball. Actually, that was a good play there by the Celtics because it went off a Celtics defender, touched the baseline, and broke up the pass that was going to go directly to Bam underneath the hoop. Tamburo, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. I'm wearing the Tatum jersey right now. So yeah, so I get the Pierce jersey up there. I'm actually wearing the Tatum jersey right now. Robinson towards his right, takes the three, skipped around and out. Celtics catch a break right there. Duncan Robinson, open look from three, couldn't convert. Under 9 minutes left to go before half. Jaylen Brown back into the game. Jaylen inside the key, floats it up over the top for Rob Williams, snatches it, puts it up, no good. He did get fouled. So 2 shots coming up with a free throw line by Rob Williams. Got contacted by Bam Adebayo. And the clock will stop with 8:42. Dangerous pass right there. Jaylen Brown floated it up to Rob Williams, but he was able to come down with it. A lot of contact by Bam going up into the shooting motion for Rob. Critical free throws and missed the first one. This is just look like a game that could very well come down to free throws today, based on how it's looking early on. Both of these teams right now 5 for 6 at the free throw line. Second shot. That's good. 2-point game. Approaching the 8.5 minute mark before halftime. Gabe Vincent, defended left wing by Smart, takes the three, off the rim, no good, tipped up by Robinson. And we have a rebound foul picked up at the floor. It looks like it's going to be charged to Derek White. So this will stay Heat basketball. Clock will stop with 8:31. And this is just like one of these things that it could come down to coaching in the second half. Who's going to make the adjustments? That's the big key. And the Celtics, for them, they need to start making the adjustments because they struggle with that in the last 2 series games. And so we'll go back to the Celtics here. Brown, kick out, corner, 3 on his way. Derek White for the lead, off the back room, no good. They've gone cold from 3. As of late, the Heat come up with a defensive rebound. Approaching the 8-minute mark left to go. Miami down low, Adebayo double team, throws it down. Huge flush right there by Bam. Oh, they're not going to count it though, so they will not count the dunk. It results in a turnover for the Heat before the pass. So that is a turnover right there. It will go right back over to Boston. The Celtics again catching a break. They've caught a couple breaks lately. Under 8 minutes left to go. Celtics down by 2. Jaylen Brown slicing defenders. Floats it up. That's good. Up and through. Good for 2. We're even 39-39. That's a nice move right there. Down the hill to the rim for JB. Kyle Lowry, top of the key. He's defended by Tatum. Dribbles out to his left. Open 3 in the air. Swoosh. Kyle Lowry. Turning back the clock, looking like James Harden in 2 of those games from the last series where he went off. Not the back end of the series, but early on. The game 1 and game 4 of the series. And Kyle Lowry with a big start off the bench. He's got 11. 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Tatum down low. Tons of contact. Bodies collide. No call with the referees. Rob Williams, offensive rebound. Puts it back. Puts it through. And one coming up by Rob Williams. Strong bucket. He's been huge tonight. Big Rob Williams. Off the putback. That's his 3rd basket on the putback today in this game. Double teamed. Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, off the glass, retrieves a miss, scores up and in. And a chance to tie. Rob Williams, 1 shot coming up at the free throw line. 9 points for him today. He's got 5 rebounds. 4 of those have been offensive rebounds. It's been massive. Absolutely massive here for Rob Williams. Chance to score double figures if he makes the free throw. This is kind of like unheard of because he's not known to be a go-to scorer. That is good. Right down the middle by Rob Williams. He's got 10 points in the 42. We're even 42-42. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Gabe Vincent at the right wing, crossover defended by Smart. Bounce pass right corner into the hands of Butler. Moves it outside over to Lowry. Kyle Lowry, 11 points so far. 8 on the shot clock. Dribbles up to the right elbow. Takes the deep 2. Got it. Kyle Lowry, holy smokes, what a start in this game he has had. Turning back the clock. Bradley, welcome back in, man. Thanks for joining in, bud. 13 by Kyle Lowry. Celtics with the ball. Smart. at the left wing. Fires the pass, right corner. Tatum drives baseline. Tatum bouncing bodies. It will be a body slams right into with a defensive foul picked up on the floor by Gabe Vincent. So Tatum lucky right there. Extremely lucky. That looked like it was going to be a charge on the floor. Yeah, they call Gabe Vincent on the blocking foul. So this should be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Jason Tatum back from the timeout. We take the timeout right now. 6.5 left to play. Second quarter. Heat by 2, 44-42. What a game so far. I mean, you got to give credit to both of these teams out here. Myself, I got to give credit to the Heat right now because they're playing extremely well. 13 points by Kyle Lowry, 12 by Jimmy Butler, 9 by Adebayo. Those guys showing up to play in today's game. And they're just making more shots. They're making tougher shots and making more shots right now in this game. Rob Williams saving the Celtics right now. He's been critical to Boston so far. Celtics leading on the offensive glass 6-2 right now. The difference is that the Celtics have to start putting together defensive stops because the Heat shooting 17 of 30, 57% almost from the floor by Miami. Celtics right now just 16 of 36 at 44%. But that's a testament to the Heat's defense stumping the Celtics a lot. Boston getting a lot of second chance points to keep them alive in this game. Boston leading points in the paint 24-12. Andre, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Wilfred, glad to have you back in the stream from the Bahamas. Editorial Suite, glad to have you back in. Thanks for joining in. All going to depend on, like, who makes the adjustments here at halftime. And I'm worried about that being a Celtics fan because the Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra, he's just so good at making adjustments for that team. Like, we've seen it from time and time and time again. Celtics, in all these close games, they have trouble closing it out, just late game stretches. Making the adjustments in previous series games have been a problem for them. This is an opportunity, though. Go into halftime, close game, make the right adjustments, and squeak one out. Pick up a victory because you need to get a victory in game number 1 of this series. How big that would be for Boston because knowing the history of Miami has won the previous 2 game 1s against the Celtics. Last year and then also in 2020. So this is huge for Boston. Looking for third time the charm in game number 1 to pick up a win. Because you don't want to be down to 0-1 with the pressure on your home floor going into game number 2 to see if you can pick up a win. You got to get it to 1-0. Yeah, nobody's been able to really take over today in this game for Boston. That's been the problem. 11 points by Tatum, 10 each by Rob Williams and Malcolm Brogdon right now. So this will be free throws coming up at the line for the Celtics. And this will be Tatum. So Jason Tatum shooting 2 at the line. First one's good. Natasha, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. 6:33 left to go. Coleridge, glad to have you back in the stream. Second shot by Tatum, right down the middle. We're even, 44-44. Tons of ties tonight. Bunch of lead changes. Competitive basketball all throughout the course of the night. Largest lead for both of these teams looks like this. Heat led as many by 4. Celtics also led as many by 4. This has been a 2-possession game or fewer throughout the course of the night. 6:15 left to go. Butler dribbles, drives down the lane inside, got it stripped, and lost it. That's a turnover. So Jimmy Butler lost it out of bounds. Turnover for the Heat. Celtics looking to push it. Smart takes it coast to coast. Missed the layup. No good, though. We get a late whistle. Marcus Smart's going to head to the free throw line. So Smart will head to the free throw line, shoot 2. Late whistle by the referees is called on Caleb Martin. Yeah, Smart should have made that one. That was a pretty clean look right there, the layup. Caleb Martin, though, got a piece of Smart, so Smart will shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. First one's good. Yeah, basically, this is the majority of players that they had for Miami. Kevin Love is new. So they got Kevin Love from Cleveland at the trade deadline. Second shot missed off the mark. 6 minutes left to go. 15 lead changes with 11 ties as that graphic pops up on the screen. Yeah, I'm interested to know that. I'll see if there's anything about that. Like most lead changes or ties in an NBA game. When we get to the next commercial. Fall away, Butler, tough shot, missed off the bottom right part of the glass, and it got deflected out of bounds off Kevin Love. Great defense there by Boston. Al Horford forcing the miss by Butler, and the Celtics force back-to-back defensive stops. Celtics with the ball. Jaylen Brown. 5.5 left to go before halftime. Moves over to Tatum. Tatum attacks inside the low post. Scores. That is good for 2 with a left-handed layup. Celtics by 3. Roller coaster of a game. Open 3 for the tie. He's got it. Kevin Love evens it up. 47-47. Celtics forget to get back defensively. They forgot a defensive assignment right there at the top. Smart turns the corner. Dish out on top over to Horford. Horford spin move inside the key. Al Horford with a right hand. He scores. Drops it into the bucket. It's Big Al Horford who scores the layup. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. What a game here between these two teams. Kyle Lowry at the left wing perimeter. He's turned the clock back. He's got 13 points in this first half. Lowry, guarded by Brogdon, moves it out to his left. 3-point shot in the air. Missed off the back rim, no good by Caleb Martin. Rebound control for Boston. Jaylen Brown up the floor. Jaylen attacks, floats up the shot, drops it down. +1. Coming up at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Celtics by 4. Looking to take their largest lead in the game. That is strong right there. Jaylen Brown finishing through the contact by number 16, Caleb Martin, plus the foul. The man with a mask, he is back, flexing after he scores the bucket right there. JB with a mask tonight, 10 points for Jaylen Brown, 5 for 9 from the floor. Looking for the and one here if he can convert at the line. This would be the largest lead of the game, believe it or not. Nobody is led by 5 points tonight. Free throw by Brown. It's up. It's through. Celtics by 5. 52-47. 4:45 left to go before halftime. What a game between these two teams. Heat with the ball. Adebayo, top of the free throw circle, defended by Horford. Moves it out to the left wing into the hands to Kyle Lowry. Lowry guarded by Tatum, dribbles towards his right at the top of the key. Switch now, guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. 5 in the shot clock. Lowry dribbles up to the elbow, takes the jumper, high arcing. Off the back rim, no good. Defense really picking up for the Celtics here. Boston comes out with a defensive board. Jaylen Brown, crossover. At the top, will slow it down. 4:15 left. Jaylen Brown on the outside. Double team, gets it off the roll down. Smart, kick out, corner, open 3, Al Horford, rips it through, that's good. Big Al Horford, baby, puts the Celtics up by 8. Al Horford yesterday, stopping team practice, felt the need to have the guys play much more connected as a unit, playing much more together. He thought the team was just incredibly loose yesterday during practice, so he wanted to get everybody in as a cohesive unit. That's the team leader right there. Going to be turning 37 coming up in early June for Big Al Horford. That man certainly deserving a ring. 55-47, Celtics, 8-point lead with 4 minutes left to go before half. 4 guys in double figures right now for Boston. Tatum with 13, 11 by Brown, 10 by Rob Williams, which is massive. He's perfect, 4 for 4, with multiple putback second chance points by Rob Williams in this game. 10 points by Malcolm Brogdon, been great off the bench, and Al Horford. 5 straight points for Big Al coming alive right now. Total team game, Celtics putting 7 guys in scoring right now out of the 8 they played. And Peyton Pritchard's received 5 minutes. He's the lone guy who's yet to score. Miami right now, Jimmy Butler, 12 points. Off the bench is Kyle Lowry, leading scorer, 13. 9 by Bam Adebayo. Basically, those three guys right now. After that, 5 each by Gabe Vincent and Kayla Martin. Rye Dog, welcome back in. Pastor, Aaron, welcome back everybody in the stream. Element, thanks for joining in. We got 300 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a start here for Boston. In a back and forth game. I believe there's been 15 lead changes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Wonder if I can figure out what the lead change has been in a single game. Back in 2014, there was a game with 40 lead changes. The Blazers and the Clippers in 2014 had 40 different lead changes. The previous record was 34, set in 2005. So tonight we've had, I believe, 15 lead changes in this one. I believe we've had 10 ties as well. 31 lead changes in a playoff game back in... That article's from 2016, so I saw there was an article on that. Yeah, it doesn't give me much for, like, who holds the most ties in a regular season or playoff game or so with each other, but wow, this game was back and forth for the whole, like, first basically 20 minutes. Yeah, been incredible so far. Roy, welcome in. $55-47. Celtics largest lead of the game, up by 8. Before this, it was the largest lead was a tie for 4 between both of these teams for the first 19 minutes approximately of this game until we got to like the 5-minute mark remaining before halftime. Right now we're at 4 minutes left to go before halftime, and you can see the eyes lit up by Big Al Horford. 5 straight points in a row by him. Marcus Smart, 7 total assists. The Heat is a team just 6 back from the timeout. The Heat missed the lob. Celtics defense right now playing together great as a unit. Smart bounce pass, cutter right to the rim. It's good. Off the backdoor cut by Malcolm Brogdon for 2. Marcus Smart's up to 8 assists so far this game. Celtics by 10. 3:40 left to go before halftime. Boston taking all the momentum right to half. 15-3 run in the last 3 minutes. Lowry inside the key. Lowry kick out to the corner. Intercepted in the key. Al Horford comes up with a steal. Smart. Bounce pass up the floor to Brogdon. Contact and they get stolen away. No call with the referees. Here goes Adebayo with it. Bam sets up his teammates. Hands it off to the left corner. Back over to Bam. Bam dribbles up to the mid-block. His pass deflected outside. Goes into the hands of Max Strus. Strus jumper. Baseline. Got it. 57-49. Yeah, they've got 8 different players who scored out of the 9s. Yep, I get Celtics and Nuggets for my prediction. I've been saying that since before the playoffs. 3 minutes left to go. Celtics by 8. Marcus Smart dribbles up to the low block. Bounce pass off the roll down. Al Horford puts it through. It's a layup. Marcus Smart. The X-ray vision by him tonight in this game has been phenomenal. He has now recorded 9 total assists in the first half. Al Horford getting going up to 7 points. Top of the key, Kyle Lowry. 2.5 left to go before halftime. Celtics by 10. Lowry, his pass off the fingertips of Butler. Retrieves it though at the wing. Guarded by Brown. Butler dribbles inside the key. Takes the shot. No good. Got it altered. Turnaround off by Strus. It's a shot clock violation. It will go back to Boston. King Markey, welcome in. Siegel with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out for Siegel. Hope all went well holding up your sign tonight there, Siegel. What a start for the Celtics here. 10-point lead, looking to build upon it. 2:20 left to go. Marcus Smart has only scored 3 points, but the big key tonight, 9 total assists to 0 turnovers. Celtics with the ball. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum defended one-on-one by Strus at the top. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow. Tatum spin move inside the key. Drops it through. +1. Jason Tatum with a layup and the foul. He'll shoot one coming up at the free throw line with 2:08 left to go. Slicing defenders as he took it the distance. Right between two defenders in the process as he scored off the spin move in the layup. I will say no to that as much as I would love a Celtics sweep. This Heat team is really well coached. So I would be shocked, honestly, based on like the other two series games, other two series matchups, how they went. And we still got a long way to go. Free throw is good by Tatum. 2 minutes remaining. Jason Tatum with 16 now. Strus, baseline drive, swings it outside over to Lowry. Moves it out to Strus, back into the hands of Kyle Lowry. 5 in the shot clock, passes down low out of Butler puts it up and scores, +1. Jimmy Butler and one covered up at the free throw line. It's a 11-point game with a chance to pull his team within 10. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Welcome in everybody tonight being a part in the channel. Good audience right now, 300 plus. Free throw is good by Butler. Oh, I got you there, Siegel. Yep, that makes more sense. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there'd be people still like in front of the arena today, because I know for the Bucks, because they kept on showing the screen from 2 years ago when the Bucks won the championship. They had a massive crowd outside the Fiserv Forum when the Bucks were playing their road games at Phoenix. Jason Tatum keeps on building it up. A layup good. He's got 18. 1:30 left to go before halftime. Jason Tatum up to 18 points, having a big second quarter. Vincent, bounce pass over to Adebayo. Back outside, Gabe Vincent takes the three, sinks it. That's a tough shot, too. Contested late by Jaylen Brown off the closeout. Puts the Heat within 9. A lot of contact inside. I think it's going to be charged to Gabe Vincent here. 43.8 seconds left to go. And it's going to be kicked ball violation charged by Gabe Vincent. Got a minute 12 left to go. Check that. So a minute 12 left to go. Gabe Vincent will check out of the game as he kicked it. And the Celtics will get the inbound. Boston with the basketball. Marcus Smart. 9 total assists, 0 turnovers. In his first half, Tatum bounce pass right quarter. Brogdon bounce pass down inside. Jaylen Brown got it blocked. That was some serious defense there by the Heat. Some beautiful passing by the Celtics, and they got the shot blocked down low. 3. No good. Skipped around it out. Missed by Caleb Martin. Rebound control for the Celtics. Tatum. 45 seconds left. Finds Horford. Outside it goes to Brown. Brown accelerates inside. We get a foul. It's going the other way. Offensive foul picked up by Boston. Or no, they're going to just call it a double dribble, looks like on Brown. So Jaylen Brown double dribble, it'll go right back to Miami. That's only the 5th turnover today for the Celtics. The Heat have turned it over 11 total times in this game, which is odd because Miami's been one of the best teams in terms of fewest turnovers per game this season. Rick on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. No, I didn't. Yeah, let me know what happened there, Jeffrey, for the MLB new rule changes. Adebayo double team, swings it over to Martin. Martin drives inside the key, backdoor layup, drops it home. That's good for the layup for 2. Great layup right there, reverse hand. 30 seconds left to go before half. Heat crawling back in it a little bit. Smart has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock going into halftime. Smart, lob, backdoor, throwing it down, two-handed flush. Off the cut right there by Rob Williams. Huge jam. He has been massive in this first half tonight. 10 seconds left to go. Heat with the ball. Down by 9. Celtics with the momentum going into halftime. Lowry dribbles up. Floats up the runner. Off the rim, no good. Tipped over to Brogdon. Half-court shot. The buzzer looks like he couldn't get it off in time as it grazed the front rim either way. And we go into halftime. The Celtics lead by 9. 66-57 Boston. Marcus Smart. 10 total assists in the first half. Rob Williams, 12 total points, perfect, 5 for 5 at the floor. Boom goes the dynamite as he drops it into the bucket for the two-handed alley-oop flush to close out the first half by the Time Lord. What a start by Boston today. Celtics not looking to make it 3 times in a row an L in Game 1 against the Heat like the previous 2 Eastern Conference Finals matchups. 10 assists by Smart. Phenomenal. I'm going to bring up his career high and see what it is. Marcus Smart's been great too, scoring-wise, in these playoff games, because I've known from the past, Marcus Smart, his efficiency has been well off in the playoffs. This has been probably one of his best playoffs, efficient-wise, in terms of shooting. He's been taking it more to the rim. Today, just facilitating the offense, doing a great job. He's got X-ray vision on the floor today. Mario, thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it for finding my channel. Yeah, so it's usually 15 minutes for halftime or so. Jason Tatum's been great in the second quarter. Good to see if I can bring up that career high for Marcus Smart. I believe it's 15 for total assists. Right now he's got 10 at halftime. 18 points by Jason Tatum. He is the top scorer at halftime, shooting 7 for 13 from the floor. 12 points by Rob Williams. Fantastic, setting the tone. Multiple putback shots from point-blank range that he's scored today. He's got 4 offensive rebounds, 6 rebounds total, 12 and 6 by Rob Williams. 11 points by Jaylen Brown. 12 points by Malcolm Brogdon, also a key factor off the bench in this game. Celtics as a team, 15 total assists to just 5 total turnovers. Heat as a team, 9 total assists to 9 turnovers. Yeah, for some reason, the TNT graphic put the Heat with 11 total turnovers. I didn't believe I saw 11 total turnovers in this game. I'm getting my stats off ESPN. They got 9 assists to 9 turnovers for the Heat. So, yeah, that's been the big key so far. Assist to turnover differential in this game. The Heat shot the ball, for the most part, they shot the ball better than Boston. Here's the key for the Celtics, lighting them up, 54% from the floor. Because Boston hasn't really been known for their defense this year. It's all about been their offense. They've been a pretty solid defense, but not like the best in the NBA. Whereas this season, the Heat's been the best regular season defense in all of the NBA, but bottom in scoring, and the Celtics shooting 54% on them in the first half. If Boston's dropping more threes, then this game just gets flat out ugly right now. But they're lucky that the Celtics are just 5 for 13 from 3-point range in this game. It's actually the Heat who's making more threes. The Heat keeping themselves in this game, shooting 7 for 15 from 3-point range. Yeah, man, what a great leader for Al Horford. He needs a ring. Certainly deserves a ring for Al Horford. Let's see, Marcus Smart career total assists. Yeah, that's 15. So Marcus Smart, 15 total assists against the Hornets on November 28, 2022. So I think that's right after Thanksgiving of this year. Yeah, so right after this previous Thanksgiving, he had his career high in total assists by Smart. Ironically, oh wow, here we go. This is quite ironic. So the playoff career high for assists for Marcus Smart is 12, which he has a good chance of breaking tonight. And that was set back on May the 19th of 2022 against the Miami Heat. So 1 year ago, almost to the day, 1 year ago from Friday, so when we're going to have Game 2, May 19th, 2022, he had 12 total assists, a playoff career high for Marcus Smart. Rizaldi, welcome in. Looking really good indeed. King Kaiba, glad to have you back in. I got Celtics and Nuggets for my final. Yeah, would not shock me if it's the Lakers, though. I think the Lakers got a good chance to win tomorrow, honestly, because they've cracked the code against Denver. They were down by 21. They cut it to 3, and they came up shy and lost. But they they're gonna have a pretty good feeling going into game number 2. How they responded. That game was a shootout last night. What's good, Richard on the stream? Thanks for joining in from the Philippines. Glad to have you back on the channel. Feel free to join back tomorrow. I hope on covering the Nuggets against the Lakers for game number 2, Western Conference Finals tomorrow night. Yeah, the first score from yesterday's game was 132-126. The Nuggets beat the Lakers from last night. And, of course, hoping to be back for Celtics Heat game 2 on Friday nights. I'm planning on covering every single game of both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals series. Unless something does come up, like if I lose power or something like that, that would be like the only instance that I wouldn't be able to cover it. But rest of the games throughout the playoffs, I'm hoping to cover every single one of the games, the rest of the stretch right now. I think my, because I've been working like 75 to 80 hours a week since January. My in-person announcing stuff, I think it's coming down to the end, because I covered last week the NCAA tournament for lacrosse. The team that I cover for baseball, they actually weren't able to host this weekend because they have college graduation, which interferes with their NCAA tournament. So they have to play their games on the road for the tournament for them. If they advance out of their group, they might host super regionals, but that's during the day on Memorial Day weekend, so it doesn't like conflict with NBA late game time. So it's not like the NBA's got games during the afternoon anymore, which is the great part about it, is that all the games now are at night on the schedule. So it's not like it's in the middle of your day when the weather's getting much warmer, much better, and like interferes with the middle of the day, like that 3:30 game on Sunday. Yeah, if you're up in the Boston area like me, stay warm tonight. We actually get the wood stove running in my house right now. So yesterday was like 70 degrees. Tomorrow morning when we wake up, it's supposed to be like 25 degrees in the morning. It's gonna be cold. We're supposed to be on a freeze watch overnight. And we're like in a brush fire watch too, I guess, because it hasn't rained for like weeks over here. Basketball is my favorite one. Football is one of my top ones for American football, NFL. I've covered like a lot of like college too. I've covered games in person. I've covered like a lot of volleyball games in person. Those are nice to do because they go by so fast. Like some of those games last like an hour for volleyball, which is great because it's like a breeze. And it's like fast paced, like just like basketball. Yeah, we live out in like it's like the country out here, like forest type area that we live. Oh, rule changes to the pitch clock. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not shocked that they had a pitch clock rule change in the middle of the season. I'm sure they'll be bringing in robot umpires in the future for MLB by the rate that they're going. Yeah, it's good with that whole pitch clock though, because it's not like the games are lasting 4 hours anymore, which is great. A lot of the games I heard are like 2 hours and 45 minutes to like 3 hours for like average time now. It's been cut down significantly for baseball, which is great because you're able to bring in better attention span, especially with the younger audiences. James in the stream, welcome in, man. Hope so. Young content, glad to have you back in. Oh, that's awesome. At Brown. I'm not too far from Brown. That's awesome that your brother-in-law used to announce swimming meets at Brown there. Yeah, that's definitely a school that I have on my radar for the future because I want to get up to a D1, and that's the closest Division 1 that there is to me. That's one that I definitely have like in the future on my radar because there's I think there's somebody that I worked with at one of the schools that he recently, a couple months ago, transitioned over to Brown and works in the sports department over there. Yeah, Celtics got to keep it up, man. Marcus Smart, great first half, 10 total assists. His playoff career high is 12 against the Heat almost a year ago in the Eastern Conference Finals from 2022. Jason Tatum looking great in that second quarter, is up to 18. Celtics just going to keep it up. Can't let off the gas pedal because this no lead is comfortable, especially with this Heat team. This Heat team is well coached. They make great adjustments as a unit. It's just Boston's been able to get players to pop off scoring lately, and the Heat don't have enough players so far offensively to step up. Jimmy Butler with 15, 13 by Kyle Lowry. It's who's going to be that number 3 guy? That's the thing. Bam Adebayo, he's got 9 for Bam Adebayo. He's been efficient too. That's the problem. If Bam Adebayo starts to tap into his aggressiveness, then this game becomes a game. All depends if he's aggressive or not, so we shall see. Rukas, welcome on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I might have a little guest show up for you guys in a little bit. Little guy might be making his halftime adjustments. Not sure if he's fallen asleep yet or if he's going to keep on turbo. We shall see. Yeah, he's still active. So if you guys missed out earlier, here's the little guy. Here's my pet tortoise, Mr. Tops, as we put him in the stream. There he is. He's a nice guy. He's going to be turning 8 years old coming up. End of June. Born on June 30th, 2015. He's a good guy, and that's him. Say hello to Mr. Tops the Tortoise. Vegas, welcome to stream, man. Glad to have you back in, bud. Mikey, welcome in. Yeah, the Joker last night was sensational. He had 12 rebounds in the first quarter yesterday. That was wild. 30-plus point triple-double. Yep, definitely. He's going to outlive all of us. Yeah, we have to, like, come up with a plan to, like, see, like, who's going to take care of him after we're, like, well up there in age. Because he should still be around when... like, when I turn around, like, 80 years old. I heard about that. Caleb Love decommitted from Michigan today. I think it's just going to be for the Patriots, for Bill Belichick. Yeah, I think this is going to be it for Bill Belichick. I don't know when he's going to retire. I hope it comes on retiring terms, because this is a big season. Honestly, if this year becomes a disaster for the Patriots, which I wouldn't be shocked if they finish like 5-12 or 4-13 this year, then there might be some bad stuff down the road. Like, I can't even believe that I'm saying, like, the Crafts might end up firing Bill Belichick if they keep on missing the playoffs. But it all depends on what type of year he has. If it's like a disaster of a year, then it's time to make changes. I don't think he's gonna be coaching another team, though. I think that will be it for him. Yeah, this is a big year for the Patriots. Big year specifically for Matt Jones, if he's the guy or not, because it doesn't seem like it in the offseason. I feel like there's a lot of missing parts for that team. We come back to start off the third quarter. Mid-range jumper good by the Heat as they respond first. Celtics with the ball. Right baseline dribble. Jaylen Brown inside the key. Floats it up, and did he get tied up here? No. The clock will stop with 11:25. Yeah, he got tied up. So Jaylen Brown got tied up. It will be a jump ball here at the free throw circle between Jaylen Brown and Gabe Vincent. Celtics off the jump ball. Jaylen tips it over to Smart. Smart with 10 assists in the first half. Smart lobs it up over the top, make it 11. Rob Williams gets who throws it down once again with alley-oop jam. That connection's been tremendous tonight. 68-59. Rob Williams with 14 points, perfect 6 for 6 shooting. On the far side of the floor, we have an offensive foul picked up by Miami. It's going to go right back to Boston. Wow, Bam Adebayo, he had a chance right there to pick off the pass. He mistimed his jump. He timed his jump way too soon, and Rob Williams threw it down with an alley-oop jam. Smart, looking for assist number 12. He's got the basketball, top of the key with Smart. Smart, step back, 3 in the air. Got it. Oh, Marcus Smart, baby. Bang, bang from the perimeter. What a game by 36. And white and green tonight. Celtics by 12. 10:40. Left to go in the third. Butler dribbles up to the top of the key. Butler. Bounce pass over to Adebayo. Guarded by Horford. Dribbles inside. Adebayo with the right hand. Off the back rim. Gutted a drop. It's good for 2. Celtics by 10. 10.5 left to go. A lot of contact there. Far side of the floor. That's a turnover. Jaylen Brown got knocked down. No call by the referees. Butler moves it outside. Goes to Strus. Back into the hands of Butler. Shovels to Adebayo. Jumper. Mid-range. Off the back rim. And he gets fouled. So Bam starting to be more aggressive as Adebayo will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. The clock will stop with 10:18. Yeah, there's just not enough scoring for this Heat team right now. They're lucky that the Celtics haven't been able to come out and drill threes all over them left or right, because this game would be over by a lot if that does happen. First shot missed at the free throw line there for Bam Adebayo. Second shot by Bam. That's up. That's good. 9-point lead for Boston. 10:15 left to go in the third. Celtics with possession. Marcus Smart dribbles past the midcourt logo. Smart defended by Max Strus, top of the key. Smart dribbles up, shovels it out on top to Horford. Horford drives, kicks out to the corner. Smart with a 3. Smart, no good around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Love of Miami. Under 10 minutes left to go in the third. Heat down by 9. Adebayo inside. Bam moves it outside over to Love. Love puts the ball into the hands to Strus, dribbles towards his right. He's guarded by Tatum. Strus takes the three over. Tatum got it. That's a big shot right there. I did not see that, Jeffrey, at the Red Sox game this past weekend as the Celtics turned it over. Love takes a three. Got it. Oh boy, this game's getting close. Big U. Joe Mazzulla gonna have to burn one, and he hasn't been able to do so yet. Here come the Heat. 9:15 left to go in the 9-zip run. Last minute 20. Tatum pass off the roll down. Rob Williams underneath. Rob Williams couldn't finish. Got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Rob Williams. Clock will stop with around 9 minutes. Back-to-back threes. Max Strus and Kevin Love making this a game right now. Actually, no. Wow, they are not going to give him the free throws for Rob Williams. They said the foul occurred before the shot, so this is an inbound by Boston. Wow, so that was not 2 shots at the line. Smart floats it up well short, and there he goes, gets fouled. So this will be 2 coming up at the free throw line for Marcus Smart, and now the clock will stop with 9:01. Fortunato on the stream, welcome in. Celtics gotta keep on getting their adjustments in this game right now because we know that Eric Spoelstra knows how to adjust. First shot missed by Smart. Second shot, the free throw line. Smart drills it. Celtics by 4, trying to hang on to this right now. Heat with back-to-back threes, making this too close for comfort. Under 9 minutes left to go in the third. Gabe Vincent dribbles inside the key. Vincent, jumper, mid-range, connects on it. It's only a 2-point game. 72-70. Celtics with the ball. Lob goes over to Jaylen Brown. Brown backs his way right block. Brown floats it out over to the right wing. Smart steps into a 3. Missed off the rim, no good. Rebound control for Miami. Outlet pass ahead. Max Strus, no good off the glass. Put back is good over Smart for 2. We're tied. 72-72. 15-6. Third quarter start for Miami. Eric Spoelstra doing an incredible job adjusting. That's what I was concerned about the most. And the ball goes to the backcourt. Got deflected though. Celtics lucky to get it back. Tatum dribbles, bursts of speed, drives inside, right to the rim. Drops it, no down. Could not go down by Tatum. He did get contacted, no one fouled. The clock will stop with 8 minutes. So no 8 seed has ever been able to win the finals. Wow. Celtics get the inbound, so not free throw shots here at the line. Boston with the basketball. Jaylen Brown top of the key, 72-72. Takes the 3. Rattles in. It's good. Jaylen Brown, big time shot right there. Straight away, able to get the bounce. Celtics by 3. Heat with the ball, 7:40 left to go. Butler, guarded at the left wing. Lobs it over to Adebayo. Adebayo, fall away. Got it, +1. Bam looking for the tie, covered up at the free throw line. The Heat started to oppose their will right now in this game with Bam Adebayo in the second half. Jaylen Brown, I think it was back in March. He was going up for a rebound and he got accidentally elbowed by Jason Tatum going up for the rebound. Both of them collided and he got elbowed in the face. And he received a facial contusion from that play, and he's worn the mask ever since. Sometimes he's taken it off, but playing with the mask currently. Brown, jumper off the back rim, missed. Rebound control for Miami. 7:20 left to go. Bounce pass behind the defense. Max Strus is called a goaltend. Tatum called in the goaltend from behind. Couldn't get there defensively in time, and the Celtics defense not looking so hot on the fast break as of late defending. Got to get back in transition. Heat have just taken the lead. 7:10 left to go. Smart spin move. Off the mark, no good. Marcus Smart struggling right now, making shots. Just going to be the playmaker. Got to realize that he's having a tough time. He's just 2 for 6 shooting. A lot of these misses coming in the third quarter. Here's a 3 straight away for Miami. No good. Put back. No good by Adebayo. That would have been a huge crusher. Celtics lucky to get it back. Here goes Brown. Accelerates. Kick. Quarter. Open 3. Smart. Oh, he got it. Finally got one. Marcus Smart wide open at the left corner. Drills the 3. Celtics by 2. 6:35 left to go. Heat with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Butler dribbles to the low block. Butler swings over to Bam inside. Bam floats up the turnaround over. Rob Williams, no good. Tipping, it's good by Butler. Jimmy Butler with a remarkable tip-in plus contact as well on the backside of this play. This should be free throws coming up after the timeout. There will be. There will be one shot coming up at the free throw line by Butler as he was able to get the tap in. 78-78, 6:28 left to go as we take the timeout. Wow. Just like that, a double-digit lead by Boston. They went on a 15-3 run at one point just before halftime. Has gone right now to a tie game. The Heat outscoring the Celtics 21-12. In this third quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Bam Adebayo really stepping up here for Miami. They've got other options stepping up. That's been the big difference maker. 17 by Butler, 16 by Bam. Bam scores 7 points so far in the first 5.5 minutes of this third quarter. 10 points by Gabe Vincent off the bench. Kyle Lowry with 13. Celtics, 5 players, double figures, 18 by Tatum, 14 by Rob Williams. He's perfect, 6 for 6. 14 by Jaylen Brown, 12 by Brogdon, 10 points and 11 assists by Smart. So Smart tonight with a double-double. Just a couple tough shots he's had. He made a good 3, though, to climb back because he was missing out on his rhythm. Made a great 3 to take the lead 78-76. Just the Heat right now, just making their adjustments. Exactly what I thought they would do. This Heat team is just a well-coached team for this team. And making a ton of adjustments, that's what they're known to do. And Joe Mazzulla has to get his team with his heads right back into it. Derek, welcome in, man. Thanks for joining in. I've seen this so many times before. Boston choking on big leads, whereas the Heat always happen to be the team that comes from behind. This always happens. We'll see how the Celtics respond here after this timeout, because now both of these teams are settled into the third quarter, and the Heat are sending the Celtics a message right now. Yep. Yeah, the Heat averaged around 15 made threes in that series against Milwaukee. That was a problem for them. They weren't finding their three-point shots throughout the entire regular season. Then they found it all of a sudden in that first-round matchup against the Bucks, and right now they're finding it once again. 9 for 18 from three-point range at 50% from the perimeter for the Heat. They're shooting 57% from the floor right now. Yeah, I would not be shocked if the Heat do take this one. I just saw Joe Mazzulla throw down his clipboard in the timeout huddle. That ain't setting your team a good example right there. Celtics choking on a double-digit lead. Now it's a tie game. 34-year head coach throwing down the clipboard in the timeout huddle. I don't know what's worse, or the Hall of Fame head coach of the NFL someday throwing down the telephone on Monday Night Football. That was a pretty hilarious one, too. Jumper, Tatum, off the back rim, no good, back from the timeout. Butler made the free throw right before. Heat by 1 and win the basketball. Miami at the right wing perimeter with Butler. He's on the floor with Love, Strus, Vincent, and Adebayo. Butler circles around, tiptoes the baseline. Outside it goes left corner to Strus. Strus dribbles inside to Keon Tatum. Oh, huge rejection right there by Tatum. Here goes Boston with it. There's 6 minutes left to go in the third. Brogdon sends it outside to Smart, lobs it up over the top, deflected, looking for Rob Williams, intercepted. Second turnover of the game by Smart, attacking downhill, right to the rim. Bam Adebayo scores with a layup. Coast to coast off the steal, 2 points off the turnover. That's exactly what infuriated the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals a year ago. The Heat kept on scoring points off of their turnovers. 16-2 points in the paint in favor of Miami in his third quarter. Jumper, deep two. Jaylen Brown's got it. Big time shot right there for JB. 5:15 left to go. Going to be a great one right down the home stretch. Heat with the basketball. Top of the key into the hands to Butler. Butler guarded by Tatum 101. 10 in the shot clock. Butler moves it out to his right, into the hands to Adebayo. Adebayo guarded by Rob Williams, right elbow. Hand off to Vincent. Vincent fade away. Off the front rim, no good. And gave it right away. That's a big U right there by Rob Williams. Passed it to the wrong player. Turnover right to Kevin Love underneath the hoop, and he scores up and in off the backboard. 83-80. Terrible miscue right there for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown floats up the shot mid-range. Off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Bam. Bam Adebayo imposing his will right now in this game. 4.5 left to go. Strus at the left wing takes the three. Max Strus got it. It's 86-80. Largest lead in the game for the Heat. More big U's keep on coming. Boston choking on a big one. Celtics with possession. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum dribbles, drives, and gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Jason Tatum. Clock will stop with 4:08. Rob Williams, a come-on man moment right there. What are you doing? It was a defensive rebound for Rob Williams, and he passes it to the wrong player. Where Kevin Love just scores underneath the basket, came up with a steal for Rob Williams, and he scored. 2 shots here by Tatum. Celtics struggling with the turnovers in this third quarter. First one's good. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Hope to be back tomorrow. Western Conference Finals, Nuggets against Lakers, Game 2. Second shot by Tatum, that goes through. Four minutes left to go in the third. Pass midcourt with Kyle Lowry. Puts the ball into the hands of Butler, defended by Tatum, top of the key. Butler, 10 in the shot clock, 3:55 remaining in the game clock. Dribbles towards the right corner. Butler drives, floats it up, and he got it. Jimmy Butler, 2 more on the board. They lead by 6 right now for the Heat. Black pen, red pen with a dono. Really appreciate with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here for black pen, red pen. 3.5 left to go in the third. Celtics looking for something. Tatum right to the rim. He scores. Left hand up and then off the backboard. 4-point game. Heat with possession. 22 by Tatum. Butler working his way up to 21. Butler dribbles. Drives inside the key. Floats it up. No good off the mark. Got fouled. And he'll have 2 coming up at the free throw line as he absorbed the contact from Derek White. Jimmy Butler with 21, 18 by Bam Adebayo. Both of them efficient. 8 for 14 by Butler, 8 for 12 by Bam. I can't believe there was another sports talk show today that when they talked about ranking the top 5 players of the Celtics Heat series, they put Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown above Jimmy Butler. And then they didn't even list Bam Adebayo in the top 5. Or if they did list Bam Adebayo in the top 5, it was after Malcolm Brogdon. Like, they had ranked them for the majority as Butler makes both of the free throws as 90-84. They had ranked them Tatum, Brown, Butler for 1, 2, 3. And then Brogdon at 4. And then 5, a toss-up between Horford or Derek White. Like, you got to include Bam Adebayo. He's averaging 25 points per game on you in the regular season. I don't think people are alert about that. He came alive in the fourth quarter. Jumper misfire for the Heat off the baseline. Tipped over to Smart for the defensive rebound. Smart. 2:45 left to go, and we get a reach and fall picked up by Butler. So Butler not happy, but the call of the clock will stop with 2:46. Max Strus tonight has himself 12 points so far, and then Malcolm Brogdon's got 12 himself as well. All right, so timeout on the floor. Celtics down by 6. Going to have to come from the deficit right now in this game here. Heat's been just straight up attacking inside the key on this team, imposing their will. Bam Adebayo, he's the key to the series with physicality. A lot of people forget that this was the guy that locked you up in the bubble 3 years ago. And a lot of people talked about Bam, saying that this dude just has... He's just kind of like trailed off or so. He hasn't been playing like great basketball or so. He's kind of just been like stagnant, really hasn't improved or so. Well, I disagree about that because it's all about matchups here. Last time we saw these two teams match up, Adebayo went off in the fourth quarter, receiving a lot of passes off the roll down, getting into the mid-range and knocking down a ton of shots and doing it right now at the rim in this game. I mean, this is a dude that blocked Jason Tatum in the elimination game to eliminate the Celtics from the bubble. Right now, Bam tonight's got 18.7 rebounds. It's been massive. He's 8 for 12 shooting. Yeah, Blake Griffin's not going to get minutes unless they clear out the bench at the end of the game. That's when he'll get minutes. He got minutes in one of the games when they crushed Philadelphia. The only one I think it was one of the games in the Hawks series that for some reason he played with like 10 minutes left to go and the Celtics choked and they lost that game. Yeah, I'd like to see Rob Williams have something big because he's been huge in this game for him. A couple massive slam dunks. If he could get another slam dunk early back from this timeout, that can rejuvenate the Celtics squad here. He's got 14 points. He's perfect today. I think the guy that is just letting the Celtics down right now that we need more of is Derek White. Everybody else has really stepped up in this game. Derek White tonight, just 3 points in 12 minutes. He's really seen his time decrease ever since Joe Mazzulla has gone to the double big starting five. He was great first two games in the series against the Hawks, averaging 25 points per game through games 1 and game 2 against Atlanta. But yeah, he's had a lot of rough games as of late for Derek White, whereas the other guys have all stepped up, all scoring in double figures tonight in this game. Al Horford's got 7 points, but he's got 3 steals today for Al Horford. Had a couple big shots at one point in the second quarter. Tatum with 22, 14 by Rob Williams, perfect. Multiple shots right at the rim, 6 for 6 by big Rob Williams. 11 points, 11 assists by Marcus Smart. Jaylen Brown's got 16 and 12 off the bench by Malcolm Brogdon. All right, so we come back to action. Marcus Smart will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Double-double by Smart, 10 points, 11 assists. Missed the first one. Critical misses when it comes down to the shots that you need to make the most. They're missing at the free throw line. Could come down to who makes their free throws, and both of these teams pretty much even. Celtics 15 for 19, Heat 11 for 14. Second free throw good, 5-point game. Both of these teams shooting just over 78% each at the free throw line. 2:40 left to go. Heat with the basketball. Caleb Martin sends it on top to Strus. Catch and fire three. Off the rim, no good. A rebound controlled by Brogdon, but a loose ball foul picked up the floor. Charged to Derek White. Joe Mazzola not happy with the call next to the official. It's on the White, though. Yeah, White, a lot of shoving with him and Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Derek White, if there's a weak link tonight, it's him in this game. And that's going to send the Heat in the bonus. Actually, both of these teams are in the bonus. The first one by Butler is good. $23 by Butler. 18 by Adebayo with 7 rebounds, 13 from the bench by Kyle Lowry, 12 by Strus, 10 by Gabe Vincent. Butler will shoot his second shot at the line. And that's good right down the middle. It's a dangerous number 8 seed that eliminated the number 1 seed in 5 games in the first round. Also eliminated their head coach from coaching the Bucks anymore in the future. Horford hands it off to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard yet to score. Moves it over to Brogdon. Brogdon floats it up over the top, and he drops it down through for 2, plus the foul. That's huge right there by Malcolm Brogdon, and one coming up at the free throw line as he floats up the runner inside the key. Caleb Martin, the one who picks up the blocking foul. It's a tough shot, too. It's over Zeller, who went up to contest it. 14 by Brogdon. He's been great tonight off the bench. Free throw is up. Free throw is no good. Gonna make your free throws right now. You're handing them this game because you're missing your free throws. Marcus Smart right now at the bench at the moment. 2 minutes left to play in the third. Butler inside the key, blocked by White. Basketball goes back into the hands, though, of Butler. Butler, kick out to the right corner. Martin drives baseline. Passes out right corner, open 3. Butler got it. Derek White got knocked down. No call by the referees as the Heat take the 3 and made it with Butler. Largest lead tonight by Miami. Celtics got to respond. Tatum moves it outside Horford. Horford gives it out to the corner to the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard sends it on top over to Brogdon. Brogdon down by 8, looking for something. Minute 35 left to go. 5 of the shot clock. Brogdon. Bounce pass left wing. White. Shot clock down to 3. Floats at the runner. Drops it down. It's through for 2. Derek White gets the bucket. That's critical right there. Gaming with this guy. Welcome back in. Yup, Doc got fired yesterday, and then Monty Williams over the weekend also got fired. That's the most stunning firing because he took Phoenix to the finals 2 years ago. That was a team that was number 8. Or that was a team that was just shy of being a playoff team in the bubble. They went undefeated in the bubble. As that 3 goes down by Caleb Martin. They're going to call it a 2, actually. 97-89. Final minute left to go in the third. Yeah, the shocking thing about that was, number 1, Chris Paul is injured for Phoenix. And then DeAndre Ayton just didn't want to play. That dude plays with no effort. Tatum right to the rim. He scores with a layup. 97-91. 35 seconds left to go in the third. Big response there by JT. Heat with the basketball. At the elbow. Jumper. Got it. By Kyle Lowry. Celtics with 30 seconds left to go. Tatum moves it outside Horford with a 3. Horford no good off the back rim. Tatum hanging on the rim as it goes right back over to the Heat. Final 15 seconds left to go in the third. Miami with the ball, edge of the midcourt logo. Heat with it, Lowry. Outside goes Max Strus, open at the corner, got it. That's a terrible defensive setup right there by Boston. Largest lead of the game right here, right now for Miami as they close out at the end of the third. 102-91. The shot by Boston falls rim short, and the Celtics, once again, does it shock you? No. Choked on a big one. 102-91. The Celtics led as many by 13 points. And now they trail by 11 with 12 minutes left to go. Boston choking on the big ones. The Heat outscored the Celtics 46-25, and the Celtics could not get a defensive stop whatsoever in that third quarter. A sad third quarter by Boston, giving up multiple threes. Just to remind you guys, this is a Heat team that ranked 27th in the NBA in three-point shooting. They made over 46% of their threes to eliminate the Bucks in the first round. They averaged 15 threes made per game. And right now they're doing it once again to the Celtics in this game. Looking to eliminate the 2 seed. They made 13 threes today, shooting 54% from the perimeter. Yep, 12-point lead. Check that. It's 103-91. So it is 103-91. It's a 12-point lead. Yeah, exactly what I talked about going into halftime. No lead is comfortable. You know that the Heat, when Coach Spo is going to make their adjustments, that's exactly what's happening right now. Down by 12. Got to find out how to get back into this game right now, and playing defense would be a great start to do so. Got to play defense. This is a Heat team that ranked 30th in the NBA in scoring. They've dropped 103 on you in 3 quarters. And this is a problem. Celtics have lost game 1 twice against the Heat within the past 3 years. So they came into the game 8.5-point favorites. A lot of people forgot that this team just doesn't show up for game 1 of series games. They also lost game 1 without Embiid even playing. This Heat team is full of winners. They got guys that know how to win. This is definitely a different treatment of basketball compared to Philadelphia. I mean, you're going up against a team in the previous round that all they can do is get to the second round. And you got a team right here with the Heat that they always surpass expectations, and they got winners all over the place, that they're up for the challenge and love the challenge. Yeah, Florida Panthers right now for hockey have just been incredible too. Florida Panthers, Miami Heat, Tampa Bay Rays. Your national champions of 2023. Might see. We shall see. Only time will tell, I guess it will. Start to the fourth quarter. Celtics down by 12. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Rob Williams, Peyton Pritchard. White takes the 3 off the catch. Got it. Great start right there. 9-point game. Now going to play some defense and lock up. First possession for the Heat. Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Cody Zeller, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, 5 of the floor. Inside the key, Zeller floats it up over Rob Williams, blocked by Rob Williams. Here comes the Celtics. Boston with its second possession in the fourth quarter. Celtics down by 9, looking to cut it. Brogdon dribbles into the key, takes the jumper mid-range, and he got it. No call by the referees as he was contacted by Caleb Martin. They say play on, and he gets the bucket for the mid-range by Malcolm Brogdon. 16 by Brogdon. Jason, thanks so much for joining in, bud. Hope all is going well. At the corner, Lowry. He's defended 1-on-1 by Jaylen Brown. Celtics starting to play defense, trying to get themselves right back in the game. They trail by 12. Looking to cut it even further. Got to get a stop. 3 in the shot clock. Butler dribbles up inside. Butler slices defenders. Missed the layup. And we have the ball going out of bounds. It was last touch by Miami. Rob Williams making a big block right there. Malcolm Brogdon got the bucket. Got away with a push-off. Martin in the process, but no call. Celtics have it back. 10.5 left to go. Boston down by 7, looking to cut it. Brown float to the rudder, and he's got it. Jaylen Brown good for 2. What a run here for the Celtics. Timeout on the floor by Miami. Whole crowd getting into it right now. Boston right back into it. 7-0 start in the fourth quarter by Boston. Right back in the game, and a timeout taken on the floor. 103-98 with 10:26 remaining. What a roller coaster of a game. Just an update for you guys. We had 15 total lead changes in the first quarter, in the first half at one point in this game. It was wild. 7-zip start for Boston, finally. Not selling for threes and getting to the rim. Getting to the mid-range. Being aggressive and seeing that Adebayo right now is out of this game. And taking advantage of that and getting to the mid-range until he comes back, because he's been critical. Now we have a race to the finish, basically. Celtics tonight, 5 guys double figures, 24 by Tatum, 18 by Jaylen Brown, 16 by Brogdon. Brogdon's been great tonight. 14 by Rob Williams, who has been stellar. Perfect 6 for 6. Came up with a huge block to start off the quarter. Really set the tone for Boston there with that rejection. And then 11 by Marcus Smart with 11 assists. Derek White's up to 8, so he's been playing better lately for Derek White as well. Horford's got 7. So, yeah, there hasn't really been a weak link right now. On the other side, the Heat's been efficient tonight. This Heat team ranked at the bottom of the NBA in points scored per game tonight, shooting the ball 56.5% from the floor. And 27 by Butler, 18 by Adebayo, 15 each by Strus and Lowry, 10 by Martin, 10 by Vincent. That's exactly what we saw in the Knicks series, is that the balance just came alive. All the role players just really were able to get themselves going. Jimmy Butler tonight with 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. He's 9 for 18 shooting, perfect 8 for 8 at the free throw line. It's been a great game. Whoever comes on top in this game 1 certainly deserves this, because this has been great. It's been a roller coaster of a game. It was back and forth for the first 1.5 quarters, basically. Until like 5 minutes remaining before halftime, the Celtics started to get on a run. Celtics took the lead going into halftime. Boston led 66-57, so it was a 9-point lead at halftime. Largest lead Celtics had was 13 at one point in that second quarter. And then, or no, that was in the third quarter. That was early on in the third quarter. Celtics led by 13. And then the Heat exploded. Late third quarter, outscored the Celtics 46-25. And the Heat took a 12-point lead closing out the third. And now the Celtics in a 7-zip run. Ice Ice Baby, welcome in. The master of the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, guys. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up on the chat. Who you guys like tonight in this one here, Celtics or Heat? 10:26 left to go. Boston on a 7-0 run starting off the fourth quarter. Heat get the inbound right to left on the floor. Bam Adebayo back in the game, as he was not on the floor with a 7-zip run going the Celtics' way. Adebayo, guarded by Rob Williams at the left elbow, sends it over to Butler. Butler swings it outside to Lowry. Lowry at the left wing, 5 in the shot clock, 10:05 left to go. Kyle Lowry, guarded by Jaylen Brown. Lowry dribbles, drives inside the key, floats it up, no good off the glass. Rebound controlled by Jaylen Brown of Boston. Celtics looking to cut it, down by 5. Brown, up the floor. Picks up by Rob Williams. Brown dribbles up and lost into the key. A ton of bodies collide on the hardwood. Still a loose ball. It is still loose, and we get the tie-up. Jump ball. Jaylen Brown went down hard. Oh, no. And Jaylen Brown right now, he's holding his right arm. He's in pain. Oh, shoot. Ooh! Instant replay, dude. Went straight into the replay like holy smokes. Bam Adebayo landing right on the right arm of Jaylen Brown and the head area. Ooh! Holy smokes. Be careful out there. Pig pile for that basketball. The man in the mask squinching in pain. Brother, we need you. He's up. He's on his feet. Playing through the pain. Here we go. Jump ball at the Celtics free throw circle. Gets tipped up in the Heat control the jump ball. 9:45 left. Miami with the basketball. Jimmy Butler, free throw circle. Butler, bounce pass, in through traffic. Vincent moves it outside. Martin inside the key, slides it on top. Vincent with a three. Vincent got it. Gabe Vincent with a big-time triple. 9.5 left to go. Celtics got to respond. 13 points by Vincent today. Derek White at the top. White hands it over to Pritchard. Pritchard puts the ball into the hands to Brown. Brown, 8 on the shot clock. Jalen, guard at the right wing. Jalen drives inside the key. Jalen Brown contacted, puts it up. It is good. +1 coming up with a free throw line for Jalen Brown, baby. Playing through the pain. JB taking one for the team right there. And one for the masked man coming up with the line. Crashes hard right into Gabe Vincent. Draws the blocking foul. Jalen will shoot one here at the free throw line. One shot by Brown. It's up and no good. Bricked it off the back rim, tipped, and goes out of bounds off Pritchard. So it's going to go right back to the Heat. Peyton Pritchard last touched it. Here's the thing. Peyton Pritchard's played 11 minutes today. He scored nothing. I think they're going to make the substitution, get him out, because he's yet to provide any sort of spark for the Celtics offense. 0 for 2 from the floor by Pritchard. Adebayo backs his way, shovels out to the wing, drives inside the key. Caleb Martin, full head of steam, scores in the layup. No resistance right there by the Celtics defense at the rim. 8:40 left to go. Brogdon puts the ball into the hands to Brown. Peyton Pritchard still out on the floor, standing still in the left corner. Brown. Inside the key, Brown, dish out left corner, Pritchard with a three, Pritchard, oh, he bricked and missed another one, and a rebound controlled by Miami. Peyton Pritchard, 12 minutes played, 0 for 3 shooting with no points. Butler at the free throw circle, Butler defended by Brown, 8:15 left to go, Butler takes the jumper deep two around the rim and out. Tipped up offensive rebound out of Bio. Stripped. Lost it. Battle for the loose ball as bodies collide once again. Jalen Brown in the middle of that as we get a tie-up. It'll be a jump ball between Boston and Miami. At the free throw circle, the Heat side with 8:06 left. I think it's going to be between Brown and Adebayo here on the jump ball. Ooh, maybe Derek White. Derek White came in there late. Yeah, Derek White might be the one who's going with a tie-up here. We'll see. 8:06 left to go, and it will be Bam Adebayo and Jalen Brown. So they'll give Jalen Brown the jump ball opportunity here. Gets tipped up to Miami. At the left wing perimeter. Kyle Lowry. 8 minutes left to go, 5 in the shot clock. Lowry, step back, 3 in the air. No good. Rebound control by Tatum. Up the floor finds Brown. Brown, dish out to the right wing. Catch and fire 3, open. Good. Derek White drills it through off the cross-court pass. It's a 5-point game. Aaron, welcome in, man. What a game we got here. 7:40 left to play. Heat with the ball. Adebayo, top of the key. Bam puts the ball into the hands to Butler. 7.5 left to go. Butler dribbles up to the low block. Circles around. Bounce pass. Bam. Got it for 2. That's the classic pocket pass right there. Bam Adebayo scores. 7-point lead for the Heat as the Celtics got to make an adjustment to that. Bam Adebayo getting into the mid-range. Jalen Brown on the outside. He's guarded by Vincent. Brown, 7:10 left to go. Pass on top. Derek White just made a 3. White sends it over to Brown. Takes the 3. Off the back rim, no good, too long. And the rebound control for the Heat as we have a whistle and a foul picked up by Boston. It's charged to Brogdon. The clock will stop. Ugh. Oh, man. So many chances in this game for the Celtics. Just cannot put together defensive stops. That's a major issue. 7:05 left to go. Kyle Lowry moves it over to Butler. Under 7 minutes left now. Butler dribbles up top of the key, defended by Derek White. Butler dribbles, drives inside, up fake. Butler, turn around, got it. over Derek White. It's a 9-point lead for Miami. Jimmy Butler, tonight's sensational, is up to 29. 50% shooting, 10 for 20. Brown had it poke loose, turns it over. Short-lived for the Celtics, looking like tonight here. Gonna make stops, and they are struggling to do that. 6.5 left to go. Miami with the basketball back from the turnover. Butler at the right block, moves it outside to Martin. Martin swings it out to the top over to Lowry. 5 of the shot clock, gonna force a miss right here to stay in the game. Lowry dribbles, attacks, has an opening. No good. Off the glass a little bit too strong. Human dominoes on the floor right there. Big bodies piling all over the place. And it will go back to Boston. An offensive foul picked up by Kyle Lowry as he crashes right into... it is. It is by Kyle Lowry. So that'll be a loose ball foul. Loose ball foul picked up by Kyle Lowry as he crashes right into Derek White, trying to come up with his own initial miss. Celtics with it. 6 minutes left to play. Malcolm Brogdon puts the ball outside into the hands of Jaylen Brown. 10 in the shot clock. Jaylen finds Tatum. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum dribbles up, spin move inside the key, stripped and fouled. And Tatum will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 5:50. 400 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Feel free to join in tomorrow. Denver against the Lakers for Game 2. First shot's good by Tatum. Should be 112-104. Yep, 5:50 left to go. Second shot. That's good. 7-point game. 5:50 left to play. Heat with the basketball. Crossing midcourt is Kyle Lowry. He's on the floor with Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin. Butler dribbles up. Baseline jumper over Brogdon. Got it. 114-105. That's 31 tonight for Jimmy Butler. 5.5 left to go. Celtics in trouble. Looking for something here quickly. Tatum. Crossover at the right wing. Passes down inside. Dangerous pass. Jaylen Brown comes up with it out of the pack, though, and he scores. Through for 2 with a right-handed layup. Oh, man, what a gamble. Pays off for the bucket there for the Celtics. Tatum with assist. 5 minutes left to go. Celtics down by 7. Heat with the basketball. Right corner perimeter. Taking the 3 is Butler. Comes up short over Brogdon. Here goes Boston with it. Jaylen Brown up the floor. Finds Horford. Touch pass right corner. Baseline drive. Tatum. Downhill to the rim. No good. Contacted and fouled. Jason Tatum will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 4:50. Under 5 minutes left to go now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game between these two teams. Miami shooting the ball just under 56% from the floor. Celtics at 54%. Problems that the Celtics have given 14 made threes by the Heat. The Celtics have made just 10 threes in the Heat. The number 27 team this season, the NBA, in three-point shooting percentage, shooting 54% from the perimeter today. First shot, good by Tatum. Second shot's good as well. 5-point game. 4:47 left to go in the Heat. We'll burn a timeout. So timeout here, taken on the floor by Miami. 4:47 left to go. What a game. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like tonight in this one here. Celtics or Heat. That poll almost basically even. Heat taking the poll by 2 percentage points right now. 51-49. Man, what a start to these Eastern Conference Finals matchups. Miami looking to go 3 in a row in Game 1s against Boston. They won in 2020 Game 1. They won in 2022 Game 1. Once again, the Celtics choking on a big one Seen this too often this season. Third quarter struggles for Boston. 13-point lead evaporated just like that in a flash. 46-25 third quarter in favor of the Celtics. Ice Ice Baby with a dono. Really appreciate with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Ice Ice Baby. Legend on the channel. Thanks so much, and hope all is going well, everybody. What a game. Christian, welcome in, man. I heard about Caleb Love today decommitting from Michigan. Absolutely wild. Jimmy Butler, 31 points. 11 for 22 shooting. 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Perfect at the free throw line, 8 for 8. 20 points by Bam Adebayo. He's got 8 rebounds. And then the role player stepping up. 15 by Max Strus. He's made 3 threes. 15 by Kyle Lowry. He's made 3 threes. 13 by Gabe Vincent. Also has made 3 threes. And then 12 by Caleb Martin. Has made 2 threes. It's just like that. You got to limit those players, because when the Celtics fail to limit guys like George Niang, Daniel House Jr., DeAnthony Melton, those games resulted in an L by Boston. And right now, this is not a good sign. Not a good sign for the Celtics that they're allowing these guys like Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin to make threes. Tough one tonight. Miami averaged over 15 made threes in the Bucks series. They eliminated Milwaukee in 5. You got to cut down and you got to take away those perimeter shots from this Heat team if you want to have a chance. And this Heat team was number 1 in three-point shooting. Number 1 in three-point shooting a year ago. They have found that perimeter spark once again. Caleb Love had transferred from North Carolina to Michigan. I think he's going to Missouri for him. Yeah, I believe he's a native of Missouri, from Missouri. Yeah, that'd be awesome if your card's able to pick him up, man. 4:29 left to go once we come back from the timeout. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game between these two teams tonight. Feel free to join back tomorrow night for Nuggets against Lakers Game 2. Heat with the basketball. Butler at the left wing perimeter. He's on the floor with Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin. Celtics with their 5 on the floor. Al Horford, Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. And the pass in the quarter. The Heat. They step out of bounds here. Yes, they did. That's a turnover in the corner with 4:29 left. It's going to be Celtics ball. I'm going to go Lakers tomorrow in that game. Yeah, Lakers were down by 21. They cut it a 3 yesterday. LeBron had a chance to tie it up, couldn't. Brown with a 3. Oh, no. No good. Off the back rim, he bricked it. A rebound controlled by Miami. 4:10 left to play. Heat with possession. Adebayo hands it off to Vincent. Vincent dribbles inside the key, passes right corner. Caleb Martin with an open 3. No good. Celtics come up lucky that trip. A rebound control for Boston, down by 5 under 4 minutes left to play. Jaylen Brown at the right corner. Guarded one-on-one by Strus. Backs his way, low block. Brown swings it out to Horford. Open 3. No good. Missed off the front rim. Both of these teams struggling, and then they gave it away in the pass. Intercepted by Butler. Butler up the floor, guarded by Brown. 3.5 left to go. Both of these teams trying to grind it out to the end. Heat will slow it down. 12 in the shot clock. Butler swings it out right corner. 3 on its way. No good. Missed off the mark by Strus. Tipped up. Tapped to the corner out of bounds off of Adebayo. It'll go right back over to the Celtics. Boston getting nothing going on inside right now. Just scared to drive. Got to get something inside. They're taking too many shots from the perimeter. Hit City, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in the stream. 3:19 left to go. And will we have a timeout here? I believe. Yep, we will. So I believe so, and we will. So this looks like a 1-minute timeout. 1-minute timeout on the floor. 1:14-109 with 3:19 left to go. If you're new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. The critical game 1 of the series. This should be Celtics basketball. I believe it was out of bounds by Adebayo. Tapped out of bounds for the Heat. So it should be Celtics inbound coming up after this timeout here. We got around 25 seconds remaining on the timeouts. What a game. Multiple lead changes here today. If you guys missed out early on, the Celtics led as many by 13 points at one point. Classic Celtics, choked in a big one once again. We've seen that over and over as the Heat outscored the Celtics 46-25 in the third quarter. And Jimmy Butler with another remarkable game, on point to eliminate the number 1 seed in just 5 games in the first round against Milwaukee. Jimmy Butler, 31 points today in this matchup. And other guys from the Heat really coming alive. Most dangerous 8 seed in the universe. 3:15 left to go. Celtics with possession. Tatum on the floor with Brown, Smart, Horford, and Brogdon. Tatum, top of the key. Guarded by Strus. Tatum, 5 of the shot clock. Tatum passes, gets intercepted. That's a terrible pass right there as Jimmy Butler jumps the route as he intercepts it. 3 minutes left. Butler slows down the tempo. Butler dribbles towards his right, guarded by Horford. Butler drives inside the key. Butler over Horford around the rim and out, no good. Big defensive stop there by Al Horford. Celtics with it. Jaylen Brown at the right wing, sends it on top. Tatum, that's Brogdon. Brogdon drives, got it deflected and contacted in the process as well. He got fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Malcolm Brogdon's clock will stop with 2:31. Yeah, he's going to get Butler in the foul. That's number 4 picked up by Jimmy Butler for personal fouls. Quick update on foul trouble right now. 4 by Butler, 4 by Martin. Celtics foul trouble, 4 by Derek White. First shot good. Brogdon makes the free throw. Could very well come down to free throws. And the Celtics struggling in this fashion at the free throw line. 20 of 27. It's only 74% on free throw shooting. Well below their season average. Second shot missed. That's a miss. 2.5 left to go. Bad misses. Outside it goes to Butler. Butler with 31. 2:15 left to play. Butler dribbles up to the free throw circle. Butler, kick out to the corner. Wide open 3. Oh, he got it. That's a big U by the Boston Celtics defense, giving up a wide open 3 to Caleb Martin with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. 7-point lead. Gonna crawl out of the cellar for this matchup, and Tatum called in the travel. Jason Tatum called in the travel at the low block. It goes right back to the Heat. Double big U. $150 left to go. When the mascot went to sleep in the kitchen, so did the Celtics. Butler, jumper, mid-range, skipped around the rim and out. Rebound control by Brogdon. Gotta get something. Minute 35 remaining. Jaylen Brown outside. Horford into the hands to Brogdon. Brogdon dribbles, drives, down the hill to the rim. Missed the layup. Offensive rebound. Horford. Outside Tatum. Up fake. Oh, he's caught with the up and down. That's another turnover. Jason Tatum, back-to-back turnovers. Triple big U. Oh, that's despicable. Up and down. Up and down. Call to travel. What are you doing, bud? Come on, man. Cracking in the biggest moments. Until he wins a chip. 1:15 left to go. Adebayo, guarded by Horford, inside the key. Bam. Moves it outside, over to Butler. Takes the jumper. Skipped around and it goes in. Jimmy Butler. An incredible game. Game 1 of the series. Eliminated the 1 seed in 5 games. Smart. Floats it up, gets the bucket. A lot of contact to it. No call, though, by the referees. So we'll go back to the Heat. 120 to 112 as he scored. Butler with 34. 45 seconds left. Ball gets intercepted by the Celtics. Signs of life. Here they go. Brown outside of Brogdon. 38 seconds remaining. Gonna get something here. Tatum and a lot of action down low. Looks like it's on Adebayo reaching in. Yeah, this will be free throws coming up by Jason Tatum. So he'll be in the bonus now. Jimmy Butler, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Oh, yeah. Looking at his stat line for steals right now, he has got 6 steals. What happened to Marcus Smart with 11 total assists? Yeah, he had 10 total assists going into halftime. He just had 1 in the second half. First shot good by Tatum. Sister Sorrell with a dono. Really appreciate the dono. The legends in the channel. Free throw number 2 coming up by Tatum. It's good. Looking like it's going to be the 3rd straight Eastern Conference Finals that the Celtics lose in the Game 1. They enter tonight 8.5-point favorites. 34.5 seconds left to play. Malcolm Brogdon commits the foul to give. Yet to get in the bonus for the Heat, so this will lead to an inbound by Miami. Strus inbounds to the backcourt off to Butler. Butler, incredible tonight. Also perfect at the free throw line, 8 for 8. And Gabe Vincent gets knocked down and fouled. So this will send free throws coming up. 2 shots by Gabe Vincent. Yep, does not surprise me. First one's good for Vincent. Yeah, I'd say going into halftime would not surprise me. The Heat come back and win this game because their coach knows how to make adjustments. And Celtics in a big learning process with a 34-year-old head coach. Second one's good. Yep, let this one slip out of your hands. How many times have we seen this season? This team's an absolute roller coaster. 27.7 seconds left to go as we take the timeout. Better luck in Game 2 in the Friday night. And hopefully they bring it on a Friday night because they usually do. Gonna have to bring it on the Friday night because you never want to go down 0-2 to Miami in the series. Hey, thanks so much for joining in gaming with this guy. I'll see you back tomorrow. Feel free to join me back in tomorrow for Denver against the Lakers if you guys would like. Celtics choked in the 13-point lead. Nothing else is new. Gotta keep on learning from their mistakes, and it seems like they never seem to learn. They were red hot closing out the second quarter. And the Heat made their adjustments, and the Celtics came out super flat in the third. And the Heat took advantage of it. The Celtics took them too lightly in the third quarter. It all starts with defense. This is a Heat team that ranked 30th in the NBA in the regular season in points scored per game. Tonight, they dropped down 122 points, and we still got 17 seconds left to go. They shot the ball 54% from the floor, 51% from 3. Most dangerous 8 seed you've ever seen in your entire life. Milwaukee got eliminated in 5 games. That's the first time a 1 seed had lost in 5. Before that, a 1 seed had lost in the first round in 6 or more for games. Second shot's good. Tough one tonight for Boston. Celtics jack up a 3 late. Jaylen Brown off the back from no good. A rebound controlled by Strus. And they choked in a big one tonight. Game 1 of the series going to have to come back to the Garden Friday night. Bounce back in game number 2. Tonight a tough one here. Final score, Heat 123. Celtics 116. Playoff Jimmy. Key in this one. 9-2 record in game number 1s with Jimmy Butler, reminding the world that he is back. Went off on a little hiatus during the Knicks series, but hey, that's the Knicks. I'm back. We eliminated the 1. We eliminated the 5. Upcoming the 2. What a start here for the Heat. 35 points by Butler. Shot the ball 9 for 10 at the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 7 assists with 6 steals by Jimmy Butler tonight. 6 total steals. 20 points by Bam Adebayo, 8 rebounds. He's at least the top 3 player in this series for Bam Adebayo. Jimmy Butler being the undisputed number 1 in this series. 15 each by a quad of players here for the Heat. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry. This is the Celtics game to lose because you gotta eliminate those points from those guys. When they eliminated those points in the last series to Daniel House, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, James Harden, then the Celtics won those games. George Niang. You got to eliminate those points from Vincent, Strus, Martin, Lowry. Can't be scoring 15 from each of them because next time you might have 15 from Duncan Robinson in this game. Celtics tonight, 30 by Tatum, 22 by Brown, 14 by Rob Williams. He was great. Set the tone for this team. 13 by Smart. He had 11 total assists. 10 of those were in the first half. 19 off the bench by Brogdon, 11 by Derek White. Peyton Pritchard gave a goose egg in this game, played 12 minutes in this one. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream tonight. Celtics better bounce back on Friday. Last time they played on the Friday, they won against Philadelphia. And we'll see what happens Friday night because you don't want to go down to 0-2 heading back to Miami with playoff Jimmy for game number 3 on Sunday. Thanks all for joining in. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Denver against the Lakers for game number 2 of the series tomorrow. So feel free to join in for that one. I'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out here. We got Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino, Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Michael, Warren, I'm Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Renato, Didi, Katie, Barco, Chuck, Siegel, Woopig, Ian, Oink, Oink, Emmanuel, Robin, and Dave. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream. Celtics. What else is new? They choke in a big one. They've done it all the time before, and the Heat, incredible. With a Hall of Famer as a head coach with Eric Spoelstra, making all the adjustments with a huge third quarter. That's all you need to know about this one. 46-25, third quarter advantage for Miami. They took control, led the game, never looked back ever since. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Heat win game 1, 123-116 over the Celtics. And hopefully better luck on Friday for Boston, looking for the bounce back. See you guys tomorrow for Lakers Nuggets, game 2 of that series. Enjoy the rest of your night.